Hey, it's baby New Year. What is happening, everybody? Holy cow, man. These impromptu streams. Well, I'm not good at regular streams, much less impromptu. So anyway, it's supposed to snow tomorrow. Lots of snow. We got to go to the store. While we were coming back, all of a sudden I was like, I haven't really checked what's happening in the West Coast. And it wasn't good. Not good at all. So what I'm going to do is, I was like, well, let's catch up here. So the fire has broken loose. Is what I read. Hey, that's the wrong thing. Hang on. Oh man,
retardant ahead of those flames.
yes,
So what should happen is
hopefully
that
you
should
heard
be the
him
very
say
last line of
retardant.
flames.
It
It shouldn't
me.
be able
Right.
to go
Hang
beyond
on a
that
second.
because
So what we're going
all
to
of
do
that
is, this is
area
just a
has
second.
now
I was trying to
been
pull this
wet
up.
down
Man.
by that fire retardant. That won't
This
stop
is not-
embers, of course. Embers don't respect fire retardant lines.
Oh, embers
but
don't respect fire
fortunately, at
retardant.
this point, it seems like the ones
Oh, they
that are
won't let you
starting to come
rewind.
down
Oh,
in
I
this
hate
area, so
this
we're not really
channel.
seeing too much of an
Anyway,
ember
there is
crash.
a
And hopefully, cross our fingers, the fire will hold to those 800 acres in.
I've been doing a lot of streaming. I'm sorry, Foodberry, what's up?
All right, that was Eliana Miranda live for us in News Shot before over the Kenneth fire.
Sorry,
we want to get to NBC4's Lolita Lopez. She's in Altadena at Lake Avenue and New York Drive. Lolita.
Yeah, Michael and Colleen, I just want to tell you, we're waiting for the city officials, but a little over an hour ago, county officials did speak, and they talked specifically about arrests of looters, people they do not want in these areas, especially after dark. Since that time, we have seen, look at this, closures, at least in this location and others. We saw a truck full of road closed signs that had come through. They are really ramping up the closures of this area with sheriff department and deputies here, making sure that no one that is not supposed to be up here does not get up here, including even residents who are trying to either come back to see their homes, trying to figure out where they are, and if they can come back. At this point, they want no one, even those who may be connected to this area, to come here. We have seen a little bit of spot fires in this area, but really it is about protecting property and community. We've also seen firefighters from Sacramento, San Jose, as well as water trucks, these storage water trucks here in the area. They're laying low at the bottom of the foothill, just making sure
Haley
that
Mouse, what's up? Lady Tan, how are you?
that they are ready. We're here in Altadena. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
What is happening?
Lolita and Michael, to that
Lurking
end,
while
I
making
wanna
soup.
let you know
Man, I wish I had seen that like 20 minutes ago.
Sheriff Luna announced that he will be calling in the National Guard and implementing curfews to help with the looting situation. Michael, the last number I had, Lolita, maybe you have an update on this. If not, we expect to get one from
Haley Mouse. What's going on? She hunts 242. What's up? Jim Thunder.
He actually
said Dale, how you
doing? Number right now, and those numbers have ranged. He gave us a number of 12 at the last press conference. 12, and he talked about
Christine
Fortunato
and Shane Reels. What is up, guys?
Around the two fire areas, and of course, we're talking about the Eaton fire. Over in Altadena and the Palisades fire. They're hoping to do that by tonight, but there might be some legal issues that they have to. So they said, if not then by tomorrow. And that curfew is going to run from 6 p.m.
Oh, they have a curfew, and they have legal issues they have to worry about. Did you hear that?
On what we can expect in terms of the wind.
Okay, yeah, winds and weather.
You are a little bit more. I don't want to use the word worried because I'm here. I'm okay. My husband is also not in the house, and I think that's the safest place to be, because what could we do?
South of Burbank Boulevard.
You listen when they say
this is
go.
the thing. There's no evacuations. Hey, Sarah Beth White, how are you?
Use your judgment, and I'm going to be honest. I was on my way here.
Edward Schwenk, how you doing, bud? Hey, I hope you had a happy birthday.
That smoke cloud that I thought was specifically from the Pacific Palisades actually getting larger, and I said, well, they've been making some pretty good drops on that.
Love watching that.
So what's going on here?
So okay,
there was a lot of helicopters and a fixed-wing aircraft going right by me on Valley Circle. And I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. And then my alert goes off. I start getting texts from some of my coworkers. I think I probably reached out to Mike. He's the first person I looked for when I got here. Then I realized, okay, oh, this is happening right in your backyard. So at this point, this is affecting so many of us.
My birthday's due next Friday night. What kind of video should I do?
The same thing for me and everybody.
You don't want to ask me because when you say birthday, I think birthday
she's in the community, I believe, north of us. So it impacts so many people and so many of our friends and colleagues. I mean, some of them have lost homes.
I mean, cookies while LA is burning.
It is good to see that this air power is happening right now. And thank God for that, because if you remember, guys, a couple of days ago, we weren't able to fly. We weren't able to show pictures of the devastation of what has happened
still louder
to our
than me?
community here in Southern California. And when you think about people, yes, that may not, they may have gone to a relative's home thinking this is where we're going to be safe, and then the relatives have to evacuate. Right. So we just hope everyone is stays diligent, try to be as hopeful as you can, and we're going to try to walk everybody through this disaster till we get on the other side of it. And even when we're done, we're still going to be talking about it. And that's when it's really probably going to sink in for a lot of people.
I know, and a lot of people are relying on us, Pat, just sitting here throughout the day, receiving texts from friends. When they get an alert on their phone and they're not quite sure what's happening, they reach out to us, and we actually share that information with our viewers, and that helps everybody. Because after we did that, I heard from other people who were in the same situation. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you're
thank you.
Doing what you need to do, but we all definitely are paying attention to what's happening out there.
Yes, we are.
All right, looting is also a big concern with all these evacuation orders.
Here you got looting now.
It's sad to talk about that, but we have to. Joy Benedict spoke with a homeowner in Sierra Madre who was hit by looters after she evacuated.
We're up here in Sierra Madre, and we've been talking a lot about the damage, unfortunately, for those who lost their homes. But there are many whose homes are still standing, and they had to deal with yet another problem, and that was looters. I mean, take a look at this door behind me, behind this road on Carriage House Road. This was shattered during the evacuation on Tuesday night. And I'm joined now by Kitty Johnson. This is your home. This is your childhood home.
Yes.
You guys evacuated when? On Tuesday?
Tuesday night. I stayed as late as possible. So about 9:30 at night.
What could you see at that point? Why did you make that decision to leave?
Well, it was coming over the mountain here, and the houses, I thought the houses across the street were on fire, but I guess it was just the bushes behind. And then a pine tree caught fire, and I had embers coming on me, and I thought, I think now's the time to go. So I got in my car and went through a little firestorm and raced out of here. So,
and then you got back when yesterday?
My brother came by about 8 o'clock in the morning and found that the glass had been shattered on the door, and went through, and there were some drawers open and whatnot. And so that's what we figured we'd get.
I mean, you guys were just here cleaning up all the glass, and it is filled up that garbage bin. I can't even imagine how that feels to be running for your life.
All right, can you hear?
And then
is this okay?
Someone is taking advantage of that situation.
Yeah, it's we're thankful the house is here.
Keeps going back down.
I don't think they got
I understand this
terribly much, which thank God. I mean, when you look across the street and there's houses gone, we're just so thankful what we have, and that we can hopefully continue on. We're original homeowners and been here for
they've been arrested so far.
And your home wasn't the only one that was looted.
No, our next door neighbor was.
Haley Mouse, you hate it when you eat popcorn,
don't you?
What the
looters took, or what the thieves got?
You gotta remind me.
Over there, I
thank
heard
you,
from the
Cynthia.
That it was a couple soundboards.
The governor's shutting down the dams,
and maybe a little jewelry.
They have 4 empty reservoirs.
I don't think they had much either, but don't quote me on that.
But certainly very tough. It feels very violating.
Yes, very much so.
Well, I'm glad that you guys are okay.
Thank you.
I'm glad that your
you guys
house
always
is
let
okay,
me know how my
I'm
sound is.
sorry
please.
somebody did something so nasty.
I'm not playing with the buttons, Shane. I'm done. I'm done playing with the buttons.
Joy, and thank you, Gus.
We moved here when it was brand new in 1960.
Well, I'm glad you still have it to live in.
Yes,
I mean, could you imagine?
And unfortunately, that is what we're seeing a lot around here. We have 2 situations of homes being looted. There are several more across the street that unfortunately burned. And it's just a really tough week for so many on so many different levels. But certainly a situation will continue to follow out here and throughout the fire affected areas. I'll send it back to you guys.
Well, making this firefight even more difficult. Wind gusts are.
I just kind of fell into my own like.
That's right, they're picking back up tonight, and KCAL meteorologist Evelyn Taft is tracking the conditions and is.
What's happening here?
Reporters, NBC reporters from all across the country, helping us with our coverage out here. Dana Williams from NBC San Diego.
Now, why is she going away? I just had police.
Fire in Altadena, and Dana, I understand.
All right, give me a second. I'm trying to get to the point where I can pull up the maps and everything. I just got to get all this stuff started. I like to find our streams first. I had nothing going. I wasn't planning on going live tonight.
So many of these homes this year were turning 100, so you could truly say this is a 1 in 100 years fire for this area. Look,
1 in 100 years fire.
This is what most of the homes look like. You're looking at 273 West Terrace Street, and just before you guys came to me, you were talking a lot about protections into the night, looting, all sorts of things that Sheriff Luna has warned he will not tolerate. This is what this street looks like. There's nobody here. It's nearly silent. Once it gets dark,
fire
there's no
siege
power.
event.
We've seen a lot of utility crews coming through, making sure that all of these power lines are off. But the thing that is most concerning, Paul, if you walk toward me a little bit here, on this entire street, not a single home survived past 273, except for 281. These are the homes, obviously, that people are concerned about. First responders are concerned about. This is
hey, check this out. Here we go. I'm going to show you guys this. This is finally, this is somebody who I actually wanted. So you see this? This is a streamer.
The winds are blowing. It's not that strong though.
So they're out over a ridge, looking at everything. It's kind of neat to get that 360-degree view. Yeah, it does have to be worded in complicated, politically correct ways now. But here's the thing. So for me, what the thing is, the thing, what is the thing? See all the smoke and everything else. This is Los Angeles, I'm guessing. No, that's not downtown. Well, anyway, I mean, there's no fires. You don't see the glow coming in yet, so that's good. That's good. Let's see here now. What is? Oh, actually, check this out.
So right now,
again, this is a look at James Village on the.
They're showing the same thing,
and it's not looking good. Again, I'm Dana Williams. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that perspective. Thank you. We want to get to NBC4's Carmen Dickerson. She's live in the Pacific Palisades. She's near the intersection of Swarthmore Avenue and Antioch Street.
We got someone in the intersection. Holy cow, man. Look at that devastation.
Yes, coming to you from an area that used to be a busy shopping complex. Behind me was a CVS, a popular clothing store, now just rubble, just another one of the scenes. We've been showing you so many homes that have been destroyed, but of course, businesses here in the Palisades.
All right, hang on. While she's talking, I'm going to go look for the
even some flames
California maps.
Now, we're starting to also see people make their way back. As we just heard from Robert's report, officially, people are not allowed back in the neighborhoods. However, we are seeing some very determined people figure out a way to make it happen. They're concerned about their homes. They want to see for certain what has remained and what hasn't. One person did talk to me, and he shared that he's just gotten this image that all of the Palisades is gone, and so he just had to come and see,
that's what it sounds like, right?
And so we should be clear from our reporting, while there has been a significant amount of loss and destruction here, there still is so much that has been saved and many neighborhoods that have been saved. We did catch up with one family who had a very interesting story as they were evacuating. They were actually on a plane heading to vacation in Cabo, or Cancun rather, at the time that the fire broke out. They saw the alerts, but they're literally sitting on a plane and they took off. There was nothing they can do about it. They got back as quickly as they could. But when we talk about preparations, having that go bag, they didn't have that option. So they literally came.
I love how everybody's talking about having that go bag.
It's they've got flip-flops, they've got shorts, and that's all they have. If you take
they went to Cabo with just flip-flops and shorts, or they not? They're celebrating a birthday. They're all going on their birthday suits.
About the heartbreak. They said they had mentally prepared themselves for the fact that their Palisades home had been lost. But actually setting eyes on it, they say, was just devastating. Take a listen.
We're trying to find, any items, and I think anything that we can hold on to a memory with would help us.
Holy cow, man, devastation!
and to remember
the
house that was so important to our family and to our kids. So I think that was the goal.
I swear she's got the air
I'm
conditioner
20 now,
on.
and
Where
I've
is
been here since I was around 2 years old, and
she does it just want to come on stream.
She's
the White
such
Rabbit does
an emotional pain in my life. Just seeing my home like this.
Hey, Texas Jen, what's going on? Do you have snow, Texas Jen? Roseman Ranch, what's up? Do you have snow yet? I saw Texas was like in snow.
Is that it still remains a really dangerous situation.
Like I saw people driving around in snow. That's why I'm asking these questions.
Back in, and not just because of the active fire, but because these homes that have burned down have all.
I'm eating cookies.
Dangerous things
wow.
on the ground.
I should be eating marshmallows. We're at a fire event here.
From the Palisades. I'll send it back.
Yodels, what's up? The air quality is so bad.
We want to switch.
My area's still okay. I'm in Orange County, next county south from LA County. That's awesome. I'm so you know what? I'm so happy you came over here. I saw your video on Coburger. Yeah, that's the first time I saw you. Angelinos, doesn't that sounds weird? Angelinos.
To follow directions from public safety officials. I was at the command post for the Palisades fire with Governor Newsom and
okay, so Fahrenheit not exactly went and bottleneck roads were the problem. Okay.
First,
thank you, Fahrenheit.
With President Biden.
Right.
And right
oh, she talked to Biden. She's like, yeah, he's over there. He's over there. He's grandbaby
today, the president,
the one he likes, not the one he doesn't like.
Government would pay for 100%.
That was the thing. All right, here we go. We're done with her. I'm just glad to see she made it back from Costa Rica. She had her toes in the sand, drinking a Mai Tai, having a sex on the beach. You know, doing all those mayor duties. All right, so the reason why I pulled this up, this is the new fire. This is the it started at 3:34 p.m. today. So when I found out about it, it was like 5 o'clock. Not 5 o'clock, it was like 6 o'clock maybe. And anyway, so zero containment still. And look, this is plenty. I mean, that Kenneth fire right there. So all this is what we started with, y'all. This is what we started watching. This is Palisades. Remember Will Rogers State Park beach right here? The Tuna Canyon, where Starkist is from. And then up here, though, I mean, I don't even know. They're surrounded, you know, that's what it looks like. Look at this. Look, all these, okay, all this is all buildings. Everything is oh, there's Simi Valley up there. Man, I didn't know where Simi Valley was, to tell you the truth. I think I was thinking of Silicon Valley, maybe. So anyway, Hollywood, let's see here. This is which fire? I don't know what fire that one is. I'll go back to the other thing, find out. The Hollywood fire, we saw that last night. Man, look at this. Golly. It's just let's go back and look at this one more time. So Palisades, 0% confined, 19,000 acres. Eden fire, almost 14,000, 0%. Kenneth fire that we just saw, 0%. Hearst fire, hey, they got 10%. Lydia's got 60%. I don't even know if that means anything anymore. I really just don't. Let's see here. They're talking. Gabby, blah, blah, blah. We got this guy. He's not doing anything. I will go check this out.
Effort in the areas that are impacted by
we will rebuild. I love it. I love all this. Look at this. Well, she's talking. It's like she's saying, everybody remain calm.
In ordinary times,
all is well. Remain calm. Oh, here we go. I got some. We don't have to listen to. Call FEMA.
Good.
Look at this.
Oh, is that saddle? Well, that's not good. Can't lose saddle.
You can't lose saddle? What does that mean? Look at that fire. Oh my gosh. Did he just say, oh,
can we look down into Palisades right now? Right around 9 o'clock? We'll see if we can see down in there. See if right in there.
Golly, man, that looks awful. Right that smoke. Hey, Yodels, what are you supposed to do with this type of smoke? Do you have an air purifier? I mean, that sounds so stupid, doesn't it? Guys, sound like a mainstream media. Do you have an air purifier? Does that help? Does that do anything? Do you sit in your car with the air conditioner on? God, I'm so stupid.
I don't know. Who said 50 to 7? Josh Haskell said 50 to 75% of it was lost. That's an awful lot.
This guy doesn't know he's live.
Doesn't look like that much of it.
It's a hot mic.
Are those lost in there?
Hey, awesome dogs. Air purifier. Oh, it's crazy.
And it started on that canyon just to the right side of that, to the west side, right by the reservoir. About a few of them started there. That one fire that started, we battled in there, was due to construction, right?
Who is this guy? I love him. He has no clue what's going on. I do too. Like, not like
yeah. Well,
I don't get headaches. I get my stomach gets like nauseous. And I love wood smoked food. Roseman's gonna do a video later on how to build a redneck purifier for your house. It's gonna be one of her first instructional videos, followed by how to dress your donkey. Wear a mask if you go out and a hat so hair doesn't get ash on it. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Never in my life have I heard that. Never have I heard that.
That's where they really got hit.
I love this guy. It means that, oh no, not you, sir. Not you. Oh, wait, no, they're back. But I've never heard that about a hat.
That was what we gave you was the fire stagnant. Do you want something else? Okay.
Hey, Melody, how you doing? Melody, are you where'd you go? Melody, are you okay? This isn't getting towards you, is it? Miami, I really think you'd like Yodels here. I mean, this is awesome. It's like a person on the ground. It was. I don't think the Hollywood sign burned, but it was. By the way, Jane Spitfire. I like that name, Spitfire. That's cool. That's cool. I like old planes, by the way. So, but no, the sign didn't. I don't think the Hollywood sign burned. I think that was a rumor at first. But no water or electric is true. How many are out now? Is there 1 million customers without electricity?
This is gonna be like 30,000 acres. Look at the fire line over there, where it's all the way into Malibu, and all the way down over, well over 20.
Look at that.
That update's gonna be a lot more than 17, I think.
Well,
there's a home there, huh?
Wait a second, hang on.
Oh, is that Saddle? Well, that's not good. Can't lose Saddle.
Who's Saddle? Oh, wait, this is on a loop now. When it went to the thing, it went back. Let's see if it catches up. So 30,000, he said 30,000 acres. It can be.
Can we look down into Palisades right now?
Right
around
he's
9
looking
o'clock?
at Palisades now. So that means
we can see down in there. See right in there.
So what he's talking about has to be eaten.
To the right there.
And Eaton is at 14,000 right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Now, this is about where it cut off, wasn't it?
I don't know. It said 50 to 7. Josh Haskell said 50 to 75% of it was lost. That's an awful lot. Doesn't look like that much of it.
So all the tankers are on the ground. What does that mean? Why can the tankers not fly at night?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a new fire. It
started on that canyon just to the right side of that, to the west side, right by the reservoir.
By the way, Bad Duck, you'd like this guy. He doesn't know he's on, so he's unfiltered.
That one fire that started, we battled in there, was due to construction, right? That little fire that burned up the hill.
Kenneth is on fire now at 800 acres. So yeah, that's what. There's a new one. They're evacuating it.
Yeah. Wow.
Boy, I came back in here. I was like, how many homes and shops are burned down? It's awful. I mean, it's. So I put in. Wait, what happened? Hold on here. I love it. What's in your go bag? Doritos. I love it. I love it. See, I'm playing with the chat. Shouldn't do it. You know what? You're not the first person, or I was talking about that with somebody else today. I forget what I was saying. I was on someone else today. They brought up Revelation. I was like, yeah, Bad Duck. He saw that last night.
That's where they really got hit.
Oh, crud. Crud, don't you dare. I want to stand by for more live. That's for sure. Is this the same thing? Are we going back on a loop? Oops, that's me.
What we gave you was the fire stagnant. Do you want something else?
Yeah, this is the loop at this point.
Okay.
Crap. Hang on. No, it's that stupid mayor. Now there's like Tina Fey is talking. Here, I'll show you this. I think that's Tina Fey. There's I haven't been watching any of this stuff with the
good evening, everyone. My name
politicians.
is Donald Bryan, Chief Deputy of Emergency.
Because they're all sitting here saying, "Oh, what great leadership they have," and the news is showing the whole place burned down as they're talking about, "We're gonna rebuild better. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it."
The Los Angeles County Fire Department remains in unified.
Wait, hold
command.
on. No, I'm not just used to hearing it out
Sierra
loud.
Madre Fire.
But yeah, I think I'm talking about
United States Forest Service.
Oh, Amy Poehler.
And Cal Fire, as well as
Veronica. Sorry.
Local law
Welcome to
agencies.
the chat.
The Eaton Fire is now.
Everybody be nice to Veronica. Say hi.
609 acres.
We need more people here. We need new people. We need new blood.
1,527 fire
to assist with this firefight. From this point forward, incident, fatality, information, and reporting will be the responsibility of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. We have several reported injuries and over 1,000 structures damaged and destroyed. The cause of the fire remains unknown, and it continues to be under active investigation. As I stated yesterday, as soon as a cause is determined, we will advise the media. The Lydia fire that started yesterday in
So what do you think?
Has been 40% contained.
I gave up cleaning the dryer filter. For Lent.
It is limited to 340.
Man, Lent's coming up, dude. I usually give up sugar.
The number of resources assigned to this
scary.
fire siege event has
what did you say,
increased
dude? I literally just
significantly,
did that. The dryer
and we have a
filter.
much better
That's
posture
awesome. Yeah, by
than
the
we
way, guys,
did
the
on
dryer filter, that
Tuesday
stuff
and
catches
Wednesday.
fire. So be sure and have that clean.
Out-of-state resources
Melody, now
continue
they're
to
saying
arrive
there's
in
no
Los
water
Angeles
for the
County
yeah,
and City.
that was,
and we are appreciative to our
they were
fire
running
partners
water
from
4
throughout
times
the
as
Western
fast
United
as they could
States
fill them.
for providing
Oh my gosh, it looked
assistance
horrible. Yeah,
to Los
this
Angeles
whole- look
County
at this.
in our time of need. Regarding the current red flag warning, the National Weather Service predicts the
Welcome,
warning
Veronica. Watch out for
will
random
remain
squirrels.
in
Well,
effect
man, squirrels.
for Los Angeles County and the majority of Ventura
Hey, catch
County
it. How you
through
doing?
Friday.
This is the way
I would
Diddy
like
got
to
rid of the
also
evidence.
acknowledge the
He
presence of Dr. Lori
Are the
Marmero
most expensive
from the
places
US
to live in
Fire
California on
Administration,
fire all at
who
once.
flew out with her team from Washington, D.C.
Remember
last night
yesterday? He
to
said that
be
the
with
average
Fire
price
Chief
of a
Crowley
house
and I
in,
so they could
Palisades
witness
is
firsthand
$4 million.
the challenges and the devastation that have resulted. Lastly, I want to acknowledge the tireless
the
efforts
Santa Ana
of my
winds
LA
and the
County Fire
lithium
Department
batteries,
personnel, both on the front lines and those behind the
who we got
scenes,
here?
who continuously
Denise, how's it going?
place
How's it
themselves
going,
in
Denise?
harm's
Welcome
way
back.
to protect residents and property in our great county of
Yo
Los
mama
Angeles.
is so old.
Thank you for always being
Snapchat
there
baby
and
filter
continue to
makes
be
you look
safe
40.
as they take care of themselves,
Do you
those around
Snapchat
them,
Bad Duck?
and the people we
This
serve
is the
and
breaking
protect.
news tonight.
Thank you.
Bad
and I'd now
Duck's
like
got
to
a
invite up
Snapchat account.
Fire Chief Kristen Crowley of the Los Angeles Fire Department.
I feel welcome here. It's better than NBC. Hey, you know what?
Thank you, Chief Maroney.
Here we go. I'm going to scare you
So
up.
good morning.
Welcome to the chat.
We continue to battle multiple major brush fires in the city of Los Angeles and across the Los Angeles region.
Susan,
Today,
Karma, how you doing?
we
These
expect
people talking
winds
blah,
to
blah.
subside
It absolutely
somewhat,
is, Susan. It's just
which will allow fire crews to increase containment lines. However,
It's not crazy.
I want to be
It's-
very
you know
clear
what it
here
is?
as well.
I'll
We
tell
are
you why I say it's
still
crazy.
under
Cameron.
red
I got
flag
this-
warning with extreme fire
She's
behavior.
loud. The reason why I said it's crazy is because
Before I
we've
give
all
you an
heard the
update on
same thing
several
before.
fires in the
It's
city of
every,
Los
it's every
Angeles,
politician's speech. They all stand there.
I have to take a moment.
They
for
all
the
get
right
organized
reasons
and
to
they all go,
thank
"Oh, we got good
residents
leadership. We're going to build back
of
better.
Los
These
Angeles
are shovel-ready
and the
jobs.
surrounding
We're going
areas for
to."
heeding our
Where's
instructions.
what did they say earlier?
Today,
Angelinos.
it is
We're
absolutely
Angelinos, and we're going to
imperative
build back better.
that
And we're going to
as we
have
move
such a
into
good
day
time.
3
You're not going to
of this
recognize the place.
firestorm,
It's going to. We're going to have
all
lights
members
and
of our Los Angeles community
rides, and we're going to.
maintain vigilance.
It's stupid. It's
I will
stupid.
now give you an
People
update
are
of our activities
absolutely
that occurred
devastated
overnight.
right now. I mean, just absolutely devastated.
Palisades fire.
The woman
As we know,
who
started January 7th.
she lived there since the
10:30
1960s, and
hours
somebody
in the
broke
morning.
into her house to loot.
Size at this point is
I hope they catch that guy and remove his
17,234
kneecap.
acres.
Whoa! Oh my gosh,
We're
that scared
in
me.
unified command,
Holy cow, that
LAFD,
scared me. Did you see
Cal
the
Fire,
helicopter
LA County
legs?
Fire, LAPD,
Oh my gosh,
and LA
that's a,
Sheriffs.
that's something got.
0% containment.
Sorry, yeah.
Extreme fire behavior continues to challenge firefighting efforts for the Palisades area.
There you
Wind
go.
gusts are up to
Like, I'd rather
60
see them running,
miles per
sweating,
hour
dripping
and are
soot,
expected
and
to
hauling ass
resume
instead of there
throughout
groaning
the
on
entire
and on.
day.
Yeah, you'd think that would be
Firefighters and
there's
air
work to do.
resources will continue
out
to
there.
work to
Do it.
protect the community and
What did Angie
infrastructures
say?
and gain control so that we can contain this
Oh, what did
fire.
he do? He's Canadian.
Damage assessments are
Oh,
ongoing at the
bites in the
Palisades
chat.
fire. However, preliminary reports estimate the damage or destroyed structures to be in the thousands. It is safe to say that the Palisades
Yeah, this
fire
is very redundant.
is one of the most
Very,
destructive
very redundant.
natural
That's why we keep trying to find
disasters
something else.
in the
It's
history of Los Angeles.
another
We will
live
continue to
stream of it.
provide additional information.
I'd like to
as
find
it
somebody
becomes
live on the
available.
street. Let's see here. Let's
I'll
make
move
it
on to the
this.
Hearst fire. January 7th start.
Just now getting to the
Size,
Hearst fire.
855 acres. We're unified in command. LAFD, United States Fire
Well, hang on,
Service,
guys. I got something for you.
Angeles National Forest.
You want to
and
see
LAPD.
how this is what's messed up?
0% containment. Firefighters held the fire within a planned containment area with.
Boom. Look at that. We got Snowmageddon in Arkansas. That's the it's snowing in Arkansas, y'all. That's a big jump, isn't it? Holy yeah, that's coming right to me. That's coming right at me. I think I got milk. I got milk, I got eggs, and I got croissant loaf bread. You guys ought to try that stuff. It's really amazingly good. Amazingly good. How come there's two different people here? Oh, hang on here. Hold on. I got. Is this new? All right, look at this. This was the feed that. Oh no, wait, they changed the feed. Oh, good. Right?
Yeah.
This isn't that same guy, is it? Because they.
That's where they really got hit.
Is that what did they just do that to me? Ah, well, look at this. Wait, hold on here. I've got two of the same. No, that's not it.
That was what we gave you was the fire stag.
All right, here we go. Look at this one. So see, that one's got that helicopter right in the background
massive
of our
a
fearless
very large
leader.
Structure fire encompassing two
This is
large hillside
CNBC,
homes with heavy fire.
so you know
which
you can
exposed
trust it.
Broke out in the Studio City area of Los Angeles.
See, CNBC.
The high winds caused the fire to extend within the adjacent brush, potentially causing another.
Let's talk more
additional
action.
brush fire. Our LEFD.
I'm more concerned about the lives ruined,
resources
lost,
into this
the animals,
fire,
everything.
And through a
But
combined
this,
effort,
I have
we're
to say, this
successful
fire is going to be
in
millions. It's gonna be
preventing
a lot
another
more
devastating
millions.
brush fire. Our firefighters stopped the forward progress at just under 1 acre. Also, to be clear, all of the incidents that I just spoke about are all under an active investigation. Let's talk about the
Wait a
preparations
second.
for today.
We live near Lake
The
Erie.
LAFD continues to augment and recall all of our firefighters to fill every
That's not
single
those
available
Finger
seat
Lakes.
on
No,
every
wait, Lake
single
Erie. That's
available
that's up there
apparatus
by
within the city of Los Angeles.
Two Dogs, right?
Firefighters continue to move.
I've
into
never
the
been to
Southern
the Great
California
Lakes. All lakes
region
are great
from
to
across
me.
The western region
Where's
of the United
Lake
States, and
Erie?
we are very, very grateful.
It sounds
for
like
any
a
assistance that we are
TV
receiving.
series, Lake Erie,
Weather conditions are
where
beginning
things
to
aren't
turn
what you think they
favorably,
are.
which will allow us to increase our
Time
containment
stands
levels.
still.
Again, our primary focus
Changes shift.
remains
I don't
on
know.
impacting and affecting rescues.
That's not real
and
because it's
saving
night.
lives while
Thank
protecting
you.
property.
Thank you. Thank you.
The
Thank
multiple
you.
incidents across the city and the region
Oh,
continue to tax our firefighters.
good.
However, rest assured.
All right, you've been listening to a press
Oh, they
conference
came on,
given
dude.
by, among others, that's LAUSD Superintendent Alberto Carvalho. They are saying
Had to push like
all LAUSD
44 in chat, 44
schools
likes.
will
That's
be
awesome.
closed
Pat
until
yourselves on the back,
tomorrow
people.
due
Appreciate
to
you guys
air
for the
quality.
likes.
Even schools that aren't in the impacted fire area are susceptible because of all of the smoke and ash.
960 acres burned in Kenneth fire.
Of course,
Did
they
I
are
just see that?
updating this Kenneth fire, and then as we last heard, 960 plus acres are burning in the Kenneth fire. They are making some headway, it looks like, but then again,
No, they're
there's still
not.
concern about
It says 0%
those winds
contained. That's the
picking
one
up
that started at
overnight. They
3:30
also
this
talked about a
afternoon, y'all.
curfew.
That's right, Sheriff.
Oh, wait a second. I
Luna
just
was
realized something.
saying
That says 3:30. I bet
they're
it's
hoping to get a
California
curfew in
time.
place in the areas affected by the fires.
Doug says, what do you
because
call it?
right now, only
Dog.
people
It's
that
been
should
run
be in
over by a
evacuation
steamroller.
zones are fire personnel, law enforcement, and any utility that may be there to reestablish phone connection, internet, Wi-Fi, power if you've lost power
Those
as
are
well.
the mandatory evacuation areas.
That is correct. And if it goes into effect, he was saying earlier today, it would be from 6 p.m. till 6 a.m. the following day. So a 12-hour shutdown, basically a curfew in these areas.
We also had
Wait,
an
hold on.
update
What did he
from
say?
LA
How are they
City
trying to define
Fire,
that?
and of course, Ventura County. We heard from newly elected Senator
Adam Schiff.
Talking about the problems with looting, and if they catch anyone looting, of course, they will be brought under.
I wish Paris Hilton would be interviewed. And when she asked how she's
Also
dealing with it all, she just shrugged her shoulders and say,
fire, 19,978, I believe, 5,016 structures.
so evidently
damaged
Paris,
or
her house
destroyed.
was
2 more deaths
lost.
discovered
And
in the
I was
Palisades
like,
fire today.
so
We're
did
gonna
she
back
go
to the
stay
press
at
room
a
when we get
hotel?
And I'm going to answer that in part, but then of course I'm going to defer to our police chief that we have been fortunate with mutual aid, with support coming from basically all over the
Hey, where's
country.
Adam Schiff?
And in fact, I was with the
He's not
governor
here, is he?
earlier. Canada is sending
Oh, her
support.
beach
And I
house
think that we have
burnt,
seen
not
this.
her
We have
mansion.
certainly seen
So
Los
I have a
Angeles
question.
City
How
and
big's the
County
beach house?
firefighters deployed around the country. Let me acknowledge
Oh,
Freddie
man.
Escobar, who is the head of the firefighter union. So just as we have provided mutual aid, I
am baffled at how LA is getting 100% assistance
Congress who are now
and
governors of
it's
state
still ablaze.
who
But
have
screw North
offered to
Carolina. I
send
mean,
people. So I think
I'm
we
happy
have
for
been
Cali peeps,
rich in
but
support. I
WTF
don't know if we
is
ever
that
have
about?
enough resources, but Chief, let you take it from there.
Yeah, it's you know, I'm not far from all that too. It's just I've thought about it. I bet you when it gets warmer, be able to go up there and you won't be able to believe all the destruction.
I would love to start with that. So thank you so much for asking about our first responders and our partners.
Probably a Hilton Hotel. Yes.
And I think about what
I actually adored Paris, but still had to say, of course you had to say it's funny.
You look at the multiple fires, the fires keep coming. Our firefighters are
is it really the Hilton's a temporary shelter?
The highest efforts. I've never seen this in my 25-year career. And I can tell you, as a chief, I can stand strong.
Nolan Nader, that's the mayor talking who defund the firefighters. If she didn't, this fire would be well under control. Nolan Nader, that's right. You're in.
But I tell you, they will never ever give up.
Firefighter out
they
there,
will
right?
Continue to work hard,
and
they will continue, and we will continue.
I just learned some of the stuff that happened.
That we're saving as many lives.
I didn't know. Hang on,
saving as many properties as we can.
I'm awful at this, y'all. So I didn't know that like they fired like 200 firefighters for not getting certain
area running out.
Right?
Is that system fixed? Can you assure residents that those hydrants are again going to be working? And
that's a good question. Are the hydrants going to be working?
Are worried that there's a problem preventing you from stopping this fire.
Anyway, and then it became the most important thing was that you had to have
assets right now. Is our
multicultural.
We're watching the news just
fire
like
department.
You.
That was more important than having a qualified fire department.
That is one of the biggest key factors right now, especially with Palisades, is our air resources are running and they're dropping water and retardant, which is a huge.
I have not heard anything about activating the National Guard.
Fundamentals of water supply and hydrants. I can tell you, our firefighters are trained, and in many brush fires, we run out of water, and we anticipate that because of the supply demand. There's so many firefighters tapping into a limited supply of water. We're going to anticipate we're going to run out of water. But I tell you, with firefighters, we do train to that fact. We'll figure out a way to either draft waters out of pools, ponds, whatever it may be, and also utilize additional resources out there with water tenders.
Never heard of a fire department depending on pools.
What I can tell you, the firefighters are doing their very, very best.
Bring water in.
That. And also the area assets are.
Ron, what's happening? You say no.
They're utilizing right now that'll help Palisades.
Broken Baker says no.
Hydrant system. That's what homeowners are wondering.
Right now, we're not utilizing the hydrant.
What does a triceratops sit on?
And Mayor Batts, if I may just
his tricerabottom.
Got back, and there's some national criticism that you've seen. You say we need to stand together.
It's cold in here. It's so cold. Don't make me laugh. It makes me have to get.
What do you say to those
criticisms? Laughing, I'm cold.
Let me say, actually, first of all, let me finish on the firefighters because everything the chief said, of course, I support. But there was one thing you didn't mention, and that is that while our firefighters are out there fighting fires, they also have had loss as well. Whether it's their homes.
Why is she saying this?
And while they're
like this, hey lady, like this is why we respect our first responders so much, because they put our needs ahead of their own.
I answered some questions like that in the
morning. The only thing that may be more powerful and stronger than someone who's a first responder is the family of first responders.
Stay alive. That we
I respect military wives, cop wives, firemen's wives. Wives could be husbands, you know. I mean, I'm just saying stuff. I respect that so much because it's gotta be one of the worst things in the world.
Behind you that are showing devastation that has continued. Thank you. Answered it in the morning, answered it now, won't answer it again.
Oh, well, she's not gonna answer again. She's gotta go finish her Mai Tai.
Oh, well, let me just say.
We did pick up our press conference, and we left off with Mayor Bass, who was addressing some questions from reporters, and her answer as to why she wasn't.
Helicopters can do it? Holy cow! How come I never get to see the cool footage?
That number one, the fires are happening right now, and the job of the city is to ensure that lives and property are saved. We will download, and I'm just paraphrasing, what happened on day one when she wasn't here at a later moment, but right now they're focusing on saving lives and property. Chief Kristen Crowley said that the biggest asset right now are the water dropping assets, those choppers.
I'm sure they're doing the best they can. I
Who
roll.
have been making a big difference in fighting these fires. And we do have a new fire that
You are not cold. I'm in a metal barn. I'm offended. Yeah, but you're much further south than me, and you got those
because when we talk about those firefighting assets from the air, Mike, we also
camels.
have seen some problems with other aircraft that have nothing to do with what our firefighters are trying to do.
What's happening with their aircraft? So is this a bulldozer? They're trying to they're going to bury the fire. I mean, look, I know, okay, I joke around a lot of stuff, but I don't know.
That you're talking about, Pat, is a drone.
Yeah, do they bury the
fire?
fire?
Which, by the way, is illegal to fly in these fire areas and wildly unnecessary. Your drone is not doing anything to help stop these fires. You want to get some video of it. I understand the scenes are dramatic, but it is wildly unnecessary. And now we are down a firefighting asset because, according to the LA Times, a super scooper hit a drone today. A super scooper carries a tremendous amount of water and is so critical to the firefight and is now out of service. And I first noticed this because earlier today when the fire you're looking at right here, the Kenneth fire broke out, one of the super scoopers came up. The super scoopers always fly in pairs. It's always two of them. And they
I don't think they hit
the water
drone.
and then they drop it. And that didn't happen. There was only one.
The type of drones that get near those things,
I always see
that
them
can get near those things, they're all on a GPS thing,
a super scooper hit a small drone. And
like they have do not fly zones. The software will let you go in there.
Not only is it offline, that is so wildly dangerous. That could have brought down that aircraft.
Caitlin, how you doing? Many school announced they're closed tomorrow because of going to be cold. Seriously, I never got a snow day, and these kids get cold days.
And that's just so inappropriate and illegal and very expensive if they can find the person who did that.
You know, I'm gonna.
Would you like for her, these people in California, they're getting out for
You
fire
wonder
days.
if it was someone who lives in the area and we wanted to check
Isn't that
on their
funny?
home.
It's too hot for
but
them.
at the same
It's too
time,
cold for you.
And we don't know if that's the case or not.
It's like
but
Goldilocks.
regardless,
The
it's
porch
still
just
illegal
isn't
to
just
do
right.
so. And for those very reasons that you mentioned, we are now down.
What did I miss? What's happening?
Firefighting
Wait, hold on.
asset.
I cannot post.
And an important one that, by the way, isn't ours. We borrow those from Canada. They come down to help us out, and now one of them is out of service with a hole in its wing, which is not an easy repair.
There's
by the way,
something messed up with
because somebody wanted to fly a drone, and the super scoopers.
Can you go to live chat, Freckles? Tell me if you can go to live chat. By the way, I'm in top chat because I'm an idiot.
The drone had
you need to go to live chat.
Distance in the air to be able to make contact.
Go to the live chat
because the super scoopers fly pretty.
LA, what's going on? How are you doing?
Decent height because of their fixed wing aircraft that is really huge. So really unfortunate that that's what we're dealing with right now. And for anybody else that is interested in flying
we
a
also
drone,
have portable tanks that we can set up for them.
The FAA
to
can
suck
fine
water out.
$75,000 for flying a drone in a
That
restricted
was
area.
green
And
and hang some trees.
if they were able to find this person,
That's not.
they most certainly will do that. I mean, look, our aircraft, SkyCal, is obviously much bigger than a drone, but we are outside of the flight restriction zone as well. We want nothing to do with.
Oh yeah, hey Veronica. So like evidently last night there's this hippie chick. She's like, I just want to say she got like grabbed that reporter. I know we can come together. We can rent the helicopters from Canada, and I was making fun of that. And somebody corrected me.
Important firefighting asset because of this now.
So I have no idea if
it'll take a while to fix it if it's got a hole in the wing.
Somebody tell Veronica about how the helicopters in Canada work. I don't understand that.
And people are hopefully they're listening and
I'll be right back
because
you know what? I'm in a cold room. I can't stand that.
No matter why you
and I gotta talk to a man about
find out information. Everybody would like to find out information. I'm sure if they haven't been able to check on their homes. So we don't really know the gist of what this was, but at the same time, it's illegal, it's dangerous, and now we have this big issue.
Right, very big issue. And again, those super scoopers just can do so much tremendous work, and now there's one less available to us.
Okay, well, we have to talk about it, and we will remind people throughout the evening of what's happened there. Now, we do have some pictures, I believe, from our Lauren Posen, who was actually on her way to the Kenneth fire, and she did send us something using FaceTime. So let's see what she has to say.
I'm Lauren Posen, and we are tracking the Kenneth fire for you. We just left the Woodland Hills, West Hills, Bell Canyon area. Right now, we are in Agoura. I'm going to flip the camera so you can see we're on the side streets here. You can see some of the haze on the mountains there. The firefighters tell us about over in the West Hills area that the fire has shifted because of the winds, which is good news for the West Hills, Bell Canyon, Woodland Hills area, but not so great news for the communities further north, like Thousand Oaks, Westlake Village, and Agoura. That's why we're heading this way. The command post is set up over at the Calvary Church, and that is where we are headed. The firefighters tell us that the fire seems to be following the burn path of the Woolsey fire, which is positive in a sense because things are already burned, but the negative part of that, of course, is that there's still homes that can be impacted. So we are on our way to the command post first, and then we're going to get our feet on the ground and assess and see what's going on. There are some mandatory evacuations as well, so we're going to be looking to talk to those people as they are leaving, and we will continue to have updates for you on KCAL News.
All right, we really appreciate that from Lauren and look forward to hearing from her a little later. But right now, we're going to take these live pictures from SkyCal over the Kenneth fire and the fire line and bring in our Mike Rogers to tell us what he knows right now in terms of what kind of progress they're making.
Yeah, and Pat, it looks a lot better. I mean, SkyCal's kind of panning around here. Not a ton of active flame left. I'm going to ask Oliver to look and see if he can help us find anything that might be left. But they have been doing some really, really good work here with the night dropping helicopters. There you see one now kind of pushing through the area. They're, looking through the ravine. You've got some of these hot spots. There you go. There's a water drop right there. And you've got some of these hot spots that they're focused on here. And
Thank you.
Really, I think, Oliver, if you give us a wider
So I've been
picture
singing,
here,
"Oh Lord Jesus," the fire all day. I feel a little bad about it, but not too much. And then I was asking, why did Veronica said, "Thank you guys"? I was like, what happened?
See the fire there, and he'll show us that.
And I was like,
you can see that there is some of that left, but the good news, and you see that. Okay, so look at that too. Oliver, go to your left a little bit. You've got the flashlights walking through there. Those are the hand crews that are.
Oh yeah,
look
at those
really
flashlights.
Backbreaking work of getting up in there.
And, what kind of flashlights do they have? I'm addicted to flashlights. Oh, actually, I'm terrified of the dark.
Different things like that. So that is a group of them that you see walking through the bushes right there.
Yeah, that's to the left of that. They're approaching.
I think they're able to put fire out faster.
Yeah,
they have 25 planes
trail or something here to be
fly
able to
over,
that,
drop 100, not just two.
Yeah, and they're back there. Those wildland fire crews are really something else, and they do a really, really good job of getting in there with chainsaws and pickaxes and clearing the brush. And those are the guys that really get in there, the men and women that really get in there and harden those containment lines. Make sure this doesn't go any further. And as we kind of pull out, you can see a couple of different sets of them there. And then, of course, you've got the night dropping helicopters that are doing that work.
Alicia G, how are you doing?
Certainly a much better.
Yeah, it is. It's bad. It's heartbreaking.
190 acres here.
And we've been doing this. I think it's like the 4th or 5th stream because I wasn't going to stream today at all. And then we were out, and I saw. Like, I wonder what's happening. And a new fire started like a few hours ago. And yeah, the Kenneth fire we're watching right now. There's no containment.
Have been lifted.
It's absolutely horrible, and we're down to just we are all getting through this with
mandatory evacuations,
gallows humor. I'll pray for the best and wish we could do anything. I mean, these people, you guys, I saw in Discord. I put a video up. Someone that was watching the Weather Channel.
It appears by our really good work.
They found it looked like they passed over a cadaver.
Really, really good news that they're able to do that. That's a dozer down there as well.
Like,
so in addition to those hand crews, that
maybe there is more than just 5 people perished. And it started making me think, like, this is really bad. We can't do anything about this. So we're not gonna get down. We're gonna still have our foot. Oh, look, you know why? I was wondering why.
We were sitting in here, we were able to actually see both fires.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of calls, and the reason I'm asking you to do this is because I got a lot of
ibuprofen. Get a headache.
In the Encino area.
Anyway, sorry guys, I was talking to myself there at the end. Have you seen the $600 200,000 lumen flashlight? No, but does it have a little bat emblem in the middle of it? That'd be awesome.
The firefighters really use today.
Bad Duck gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Bad Duck.
The good containment lines on these fires. So the good news is as Oliver is panning around. Here we go. There's the Palisades fire. Sorry about that.
But you know what? I may not have the update right. I may mess that up. But you know what? We never mess up.
Towering flames like we were.
Hey, we're gonna have fun. You know what? We could. That fire would go out if we just had.
Last few nights, and anytime you see it, more of those embers, and we're getting a little bit of a skid in the shot. So bear with us there. But anytime you see some of those embers like that, it's certainly better. But definitely.
Veronica. We saw the first night. They had to evacuate
the nature of the topography of the Santa Monica Mountains. There's just so many canyons
like a nursing home.
They have to deal
and
with
that
it.
was
It just takes a while.
it's like
to do
this isn't who planned this stuff, man. Like this is there's supposed to be a plan for all this, right? There's supposed to be a
fire.
by the way, guys, I
Can
know I have the
we
heater on.
pinpoint
I'll turn
exactly
off here in a second.
where
I had
that
to
is?
get this
Yeah,
chill out of
Ollie,
here.
let's go back to the
But
Kenneth
anyway,
fire, and if you can put up
there's
the
oh
street, by the
look,
way, for us, so we can tell our viewers
fire's
exactly
gonna get
what
over there
part of
to
the
those
area is
lights.
still burning. So he's gonna spin the
But
camera
yeah,
back around
there's
and give us a second. It's
this
a
is
little dark
a
up there. And,
what do we always hear?
you
It's a
need to get the
post
story
9/11
continued up that high
world,
in the
and
skies.
there's
Give
supposed
us a
to be
second, we're
plans
gonna
for
do
all
that.
this
But
stuff.
it looks like it's kind of in the area of
Horrible,
right above the Mountain View community where it was burning. So this is kind of going to be the
California has 6 different fires
like
going out of control and 2 planes dropping water is insane.
Canyon
Melanair, not Cal. Oh,
kind of
Southern
burning.
California. I was
Again,
gonna say
still
not
just a couple
California.
spots there. So there's not
Los Angeles.
a ton left. And let me look.
It's
where
right there.
Palmer Canyon
Jessica
is,
Rodriguez, how you doing?
Kind of more major crops.
Jessica, I
According to our
wasn't
map
I wasn't
tracker, Palmer
planning on
Canyon
it,
Road
and it's
is where that is still burning, and that's actually going to
it's-
be So that's actually going to be between
Here, all right, hey,
the
Levy, what's
communities of
up?
Hidden Hills and Mountain View, and this is the Malibu Canyon north of the 101 freeway here. Basically, your bigger cross there is going to be.
Man, we had a conversation about this today.
Moray Road, I'm not
So
saying that right, and I apologize. Moreau Road and Mountain View Drive, kind of in that
Where's
area.
my
So there's
thing
a
Hang
ravine
on a
there,
second.
and I'm going to ask.
Let me turn it down a little bit. So White Rabbit was talking to somebody, and their dog's going in to have their teeth cleaned tomorrow, and they were like, but we just worry about snow. And so they decided, the husband said, honey, you know, I know we're taking the dog at like 7:30. There's not supposed to be any snow. But what if by the time we go pick the dog up, we can't get there? So they all of a sudden called back and said, we got to cancel. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I was watching a video last night. Somebody said something about, what about the dogs that had surgeries and stuff like that? It's like
further to the west, and you have Las Virgenes Road.
I was told at that point that we'd be,
but doing a good job of keeping
her and me, we'd be going to vets and breaking down doors. And she had this whole plan, very, very, very articulately planned out. I was like, this scares me. You know, you got a lot of ahead of you.
Way more flames. And now
Oh,
you really
thank
have to
you.
look
I
for
wish
them.
I can't find my
People are still texting me
thermometer.
about
I brought a
containment.
thermometer in here because I'm a
I don't
weirdo.
think there is any
And
containment.
I
I
would
think
tell
everything
my
is still
wife
at
that
zero.
it's
Let me just
cold
double check. Yeah, it's
because
still
it gets cold in
technically
this room,
at
and
zero.
she
You know,
doesn't believe me.
we should
She
say that
doesn't
the
care about
containment
me.
and flames are not the same. Like that doesn't mean the same thing, right? So just because we're not seeing any flames doesn't mean that it's contained, right?
All right, I'm
Containment
glad you
is
guys
the
can't hear
actual
it.
physical lines that they are able to put around the fire.
Yo,
Just
mama's
because
so
we're
fat
not
she
seeing
could
intense
squat.
flames doesn't
Didn't
mean
you
it's
say that
put
yesterday?
out or contained,
You
right?
did
Yeah.
that
So
one
containment is
already.
just the
You
physical
did that
hard
one.
line
You
that they're
like
able to
it,
put
and you
around
wanted
the
to do
fire
it
to make sure
again.
that the fire will
I
not get
caught
outside of
you.
those lines.
I'm
So
not
that
gonna
is
say
what
that.
containment is, and that is what they are still working on. That's what we saw the can crews doing, and those dozers. They're working to build the containment lines.
Bad doc.
I knew you had all the
I gotta
incidentals
get.
that we need to know and to share
Oh my
with our
gosh,
viewers. But
it's
again, this
awesome.
looks so much better than it did just even less than an hour ago.
Oh, 100%.
So great work, and we know they are still out there working.
Oh,
As they
you
are the
improved
other
it. You
in the
improved it.
Palisades fire and the Eaton fire.
Yep.
You know, well, this
A
is a good
sentence
time.
is always
I'd like
more
to bring
fun
in
when you
Evelyn,
add
Evelyn
fling
Taft,
to it.
our meteorologist, our all-knowing meteorologist. You know, Ev,
I'm not going
you
home. I'm
to
fleeing the store.
walk us through what we can expect later this evening.
Yep.
And I don't want to be, I'm not a Debbie Downer, but what we want to do is just set
She's
a
not a
story
Debbie
or
Downer.
set
She's
the
a puppy
scene
upper.
where we know we can have fires.
Okay,
that
so
look
hang
like,
on a
oh,
second.
they
I gotta
look
find
great
the
right now. However,
gotta
it
find the
doesn't take
Fox
a
feed.
lot to spark a fire from something, well, from a spark, put it that way, right? From an ember.
From an ember.
Okay, so
Holy
I'm not
cow.
trying to, you know, sound an alarm or a siren, but I just want to make sure we get the pertinent information that we should store.
Absolutely. And Pat, I'm so glad you said that because it's really about staying vigilant because anything can change at any time. The wind can pick up, an ember can fly, a new fire could break out.
Guys,
And
hold your
here's the
books,
thing. I mean,
okay?
we're
I'm
looking
gonna
at
show
another
you
bout of
something.
wind coming in.
Look at this. That's Arkansas. Wow. Oh man, that's west of Little Rock. So let's see here. So see this right here? This is them, the blue dot. Little Rock's right here. Yay. So much to look forward to.
but we could see another couple days of maybe pretty healthy Santa Ana winds even next week. And here's the part we haven't even discussed. Of course, all eyes near Calabasas right now as we're looking at almost 1,000 acres burned in the Kenneth fire. But we are actually looking at a bullseye over the IE in Orange County as far as wind goes tonight. We could start to really see that wind pick up in the overnight hours. So we're going to continue to watch it. We're going to wrap this up right now, but I'll have more updates coming up in a little bit. Pat, back to you.
All right. Thanks so much for that, Evelyn. And now we want to go to our Ross Palumbo. He is live.
We're going to go here. This is where we don't want to see that guy. He's going back to the sheriff or whatever. This is Fox LA. Evidently, they had the bulldozer earlier.
I'm not an elite runner. I would have been able to get out of here with my other vehicle and some other things that are in the house.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're safe and sound, and you'll work on that sprint another day.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. And actually, the next marathon is January 19th. I don't know if it's going to be postponed or not at the Pasadena Rose Bowl.
Oh, okay.
You know, because of the...
This guy's giving his whole social schedule. It's like, hey, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing that. It's like, dude, just open out your Match.com, Eddie. You can put this on there. Yes, he's going to put on there as a career. He did
people here waiting.
Amateur actor or some crap like that, you know.
Cameraman Julio and I have watched as they've done those drops, which were quite precise and I think quite effective. I'm Laura Diaz reporting live from Calabasas, sending it back to the studio.
Well, the rain drops.
That's where they've been following a fire very closely that started in West Hills. That's in Los Angeles,
Hills.
Not too far away from Hidden Hills. Of course,
what is that here? You know what I'm going to do? I should. I'm going to edit layout. I think this messes me up. I think I look like I'm facing the other way, but I'm not. I'm just going right there. We're going to update the layout. There he is.
So we're seeing.
Yeah, look at that. I love it. I love it when they drop the rain, the water, whatever. They make it rain. They make it rain there. I love it.
They do continue through the night.
Man, these people are out for clout and a natural disaster. Yes, Veronica Lynn with hitting the home run. Yes, they're clout chasers in a natural or national. What did I say? What did you say? I'm not waiting 2 minutes for them to do a commercial break. Oh, who's this? No. Why'd they go to that? This was so good for a second. This is good for a second. Look.
It's too small.
I've been to the Nosh several times.
Oh, he's been to the Nosh several times. What's the Nosh?
Pretty fantastic.
I'm sure he might be rethinking his decision right now.
Wait, is she wearing?
We have a programming note to share with you right now. An update. NBC Nightly News will be available on.
No, we don't want to see that.
Beginning at 6:30.
That's right. We are going to continue our coverage of the wildfire emergency impacting communities as the threat to your safety.
All right. Oh, is this that same helicopter? I'm going to delete this stream. That's that same helicopter guy. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's where they really got hit.
Oh. Go back to these people.
Yes, coming to you from the heart of the Palisades community.
All right, we're done with the helicopter guy. I got to delete
of people
this.
trying to get in. This is the heart of the commercial aspect of the community. Palisades Village, so many people come in here. These are well-known areas. It's where you come to get your groceries, where you come to get your coffee, and so much of it, as you can see behind me, is left in ruins. We're right off Sunset, not far from the area where Starbucks was. There's some cafes. We're right across from CVS. And while all of it is not
Guys, these people are the only people on
certainly
all these
really
channels.
destruction, property after property after property, and we continue to see people coming in, serving the area. That looks like a group of journalists there recording it. As Robert mentioned, this area is still officially closed to the public. We have encountered a few people who have made their way back, some pretty determined people who figured out their way in, and certainly not advisable, but you certainly also understand the drive to know what has happened to your home, to get a hold of anything that might help you. For example, this family, if you take a look at this video,
all right, hang on.
This was a young man who was on vacation with his family as they were
all right, this isn't new, but we haven't seen this.
What street is that? That's going to be Ardmore Road. A line of fire running up right towards Adamar Road.
So this is when Kenneth fired. This is when it broke.
There's also a lot of trees And again, lots of opportunity for those embers to blow through here. But Adamore Road right here, fire right along the backyards of these houses. What's the cross street there? Adamore Road and Thousand Oaks Boulevard, or Eden Park Drive. Eden Park Drive between Adamore Road and Thousand Oaks Boulevard. Thousand Oaks Boulevard is the main street that runs
That
through
is
this neighborhood,
amazing.
and there
That
is
is so
fire in this
amazing.
community that
Oh
is
my
rushed
gosh,
right
that's
up against
crazy.
these homes.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh, Silent Hill vibes. Don't tell me you're a gamer. All right, Veronica, you have to come back. This is your new tube home. You like how I did that? All right, let's see here. Hang on a second. I'm trying to move this up around. All right, and LA Fire Department needs to go to the container store. Yeah. All right, hang on. Where is? I'm not gonna watch that anymore. They're still talking. Golly, like.
How he's experiencing that. So we have to remember not just the physical loss of things, but the emotional toll these disasters take on people. And for a lot of people, this new year has been filled with one thing after another.
Oh, they're back. They're back. Good. Here we go.
The LA County Sheriff Robert Luna, he says if you were caught in an evacuation zone, he made sure to point out this is not countywide. This is an evacuation zone.
An evacuation zone.
Be arrested. He made that very, very clear. We'll see if that actually takes effect. He said maybe.
Oh my gosh, you like horror movies? You got me. You got me. My wife. Guys, she loves it.
Thank you so much.
She's a weirdo. She's a weirdo. She likes him so much.
With us tonight, we appreciate our friends
but you'll
from
love
the
it.
Bay Area who have drove down to offer extra resources.
Veronica Lynn.
Overtime, and we appreciate their.
He was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you said my name."
In LA for many
Sorry,
years
do you think you're going to have to go to
his
the office? That's the only time I heard my name.
For this, let's go back to the
expert. Will you come to the principal's office?
Tom was there. Christy
oh, is this the Aquanet?
She's been talking to people who've been trying to get back to their homes, and it's been kind of upsetting to see the reality, Christy.
It has been. In fact, we met two women down at Temescal Canyon and Sunset. They were waiting for the LAPD to escort them up. They had not been back home since they evacuated on Tuesday, and this is one of the homes. And it was so unrecognizable for the woman
Say Thursday
in the back house that she actually didn't know which house was hers. We helped her. We had to look for the street numbers, and then she realized this is what was here. She did go through the rubble. The
oh, wow.
LAPD
She didn't know where her house
was. An officer
was.
With her, and she was able to find a mug.
Gosh.
And she joked that
what's KCal? That's where we were, right?
Her mother actually lives down the street, and that had been her home for 48 years.
Oh, breaking news. Los Angeles did an evacuation thing. Went to all the cell phones and all that stuff. It said countywide evacuation. And then they pulled it back and said that was a mistake.
Sorry, we apologize. We're having some technical difficulties, but she told us that she and her husband are going to have to start over at the age of 85. And she said that they are resilient and that this is a new chapter in their lives. And she did also go through the rubble, and she found one item. And she said if anything survived, that's what she wanted to be able to keep. It was a bell that had belonged to her husband when he was a child in England. So it had been in the family for a very long time, and she saw that as a sign that things will get better. And I want to show you, because even at this hour,
doesn't that sound like it came from a horror movie?
We can see that
there's an English bell. I found this is the only thing that survived a fire. Sounds cursed.
The glow of the lights
life is already a horror show. Sometimes fictional ones are cathartic. You know what? We have fun over here, though. It's not a horror show. Everything's good. Stick around. You'll like it. I promise. Come back tomorrow night, Friday Night Live. We're gonna have a great time.
We love you, LAF.
We're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be so much fun. I don't even know what's gonna happen yet. Hopefully, some people show up.
Case for all the homes, and we've also heard a lot of people who are frustrated.
It's a good show, though.
That they need an escort to come and check on their homes. But as we were driving up here, I can tell you it is not safe to drive these roads. In fact, if we pan over there, you'll notice there are down lines everywhere. We were actually having to swerve around them as we were driving up here, and there's still burning buildings. In fact, there's one stretch of Sunset that is closed even to police officers because there's been a building there that's been burning all day and is in danger of collapsing. There are also trees that are still on fire, and those have the potential of also toppling. So it's still very precarious up here, and that is why the LAPD has still closed off this area and it's not letting people up. And we heard Tom talk about those tourists, disaster tourism, I believe is the term he used. We saw evidence of that all along PCH today as well. Let's send it back to you.
And that is going to be one of so many stories as more and more of these personal stories of anguish come out.
This is actually really good right now.
From the Palisades fire.
All right, I've got 2 feeds I'm happy with.
Across Southern California, firefighters still busy. 6:30 Pacific time right now. Our coverage continues in a moment.
Are they going back to commercial? They gotta make up for this week.
A human interest story coming in from the fire line. I'm so sorry. There's just so much going on, and firefighter out there fighting one of these fires, and then somebody on social media actually saying that's my house. And he wasn't able to save it. And this might be a story for another time, Pat, but really just bringing tears.
Well, that just gave me cold chills.
He's saying, basically, I want to take this firefighter out to dinner once this is all said and done. So.
No, you shouldn't be.
Absolutely.
Good Lord is telling people to leave before the bad stuff happens. There's tsunami incoming. They would take a tsunami, I think, right now.
Just while we're live on the air, we're all hearing from so many people. We're all affected. Here in the newsroom, Pat.
Volpe Fox, how you doing?
Today.
Yeah, Valhalla. I saw him after I started this thing. I wasn't trying to stream over him. I was not. I just, guys, I really did. I heard the update that there's a new fire, and man, it's some panicked and everything. I was like, we gotta get in here and see what this is real quick. We gotta get our updates because I was ready. Like, man, we're just done. We're done. I wasn't gonna stream it all today, all day. I'm a little tired. A little tired. You guys don't know. Baby Goat Raid says Puddletown. It's goat puppies. Goat puppies is what I call them.
Look at wind speeds. You will see 32 mile per hour wind speeds, 29 mile per hour wind speeds. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Guys, those Valhalla goat streams, best thing you know, man.
We are getting a little low right now, and we
rather watch it than anything. He didn't believe me. I talked to him last night. He didn't believe me. I was like, oh man, dude, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I told my wife today. I was like, so awesome. Like,
double digits across
it's just
California.
tranquil.
The good news, it's not warm, and that's usually the third ingredient when it comes to fire. And we haven't seen really warm conditions. In fact, it's been downright chilly. We are getting a look at the hot spots over Calabasas right now, and temperatures currently.
Plant Fan, how you doing? I didn't see you there.
Really cool night.
Yes, it should show all the newscasters' phones were sounding the alarm. No way, really.
A little bit, and as I get a look at your future cast over the overnight hours, it's really what we call our hour-by-hour forecast. And I'm taking a look at the 11 p.m. hour tonight because that's when things start to pick up, and we could start to get 30 to 40 mile per hour winds and potentially up to 50 mile per hour winds. And this is what we were afraid of because, of course, this is more of a classic Santa Ana wind event tonight. And because of that, because it's more of a northeasterly event, Ventura County is certainly threatened. And of course, the border there, anywhere near Calabasas as we head into Woodland Hills, Bell Canyon, Oak Park.
What's wrong with the goat puppies?
Really worse.
Are they okay?
Tonight, along with the 210 corridor, above the 210 corridor right there. So you will
man, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this,
and into the IE as well. Now let's take a closer look at the 5 a.m. hour because we're still looking at quite a bit of wind spanning across.
You had this on until a few hours ago.
And here's the thing about tonight, we haven't heard much about Orange County and the Inland Empire, but we are expecting
voluptuous. Is that what that means? Voluptuous fox.
Overnight for both the OC and
it was voluptuous, mate.
Because again, this is more of sort of a.
How do I know that word? What does that mean? What does it mean?
So
did I think something
in the
stupid?
We're looking at wind mostly in our mountain and foothill communities. We are getting a break tomorrow, and that's great news. But this isn't it.
I think I just like the word voluptuous. Voluptuous. I can't spell it. I don't know what it means though.
In winds, as we head into Sunday night, but really Monday into Tuesday, that feels so far away from today. And I had to really think about what today was. Right, today's Thursday. it's taking us all a moment to figure out what day.
It can be what it means. What it can be what it means. If you say it that way again,
it's going to be.
Well, how do I say
next
it?
week we're looking at another round of winds.
Volpe Fox is
like the windstorm
voluptuous.
we saw.
Is that how I said it? And then I was like, wait, what's voluptuous mean?
We're not looking.
I don't know where I am. I don't know what I said. Hey, look there! You see all those
at 30 to 40 mile per hour winds potentially across Southern California, 40 to 50 miles per hour.
Those are all fires.
And a big concern tonight for those of us along the fire
on
lines,
the left. Look at that.
Is really that air quality. A lot of us really.
Those are all fires, right?
That smoke in the air today. Big
Are
reason.
those all fires?
We were.
Oh, why? Hold on. Why are you blushing? What's going on, Volpe?
Poor air quality outside has really made an impact here.
Look at that. Puddledown knows how to spell it.
Very unhealthy air quality. You're looking at those red dots on your screen, the yellow indicating moderate air quality. I want to zoom in and show you where the air quality is really the worst right now. So
yeah, that's your new name.
Right there. So we are looking at
everybody gets a name around here, and it's not on purpose. It's just that I'm really dumb.
Valley. And also,
I am I'm YouTube's airhead.
Looking at unhealthy air quality, even as we make our way into parts of Orange County, because that smoke is traveling. Remember, we're looking at those northeasterly winds. You're seeing the direction of the wind, and that's where it's blowing.
I hope so.
The fire might be to the north. We're getting bad air quality to the south, and you'll notice air quality is
that's
above
air quality dots over here on the left.
That's the AQI, if you will, and you will see AQI above 150, even in Seal Beach. At this point.
I couldn't see 10 feet in front of me when I was driving in the car. It's just burning everywhere.
Oh, this is trying to escape the fire today.
Rubble now, ashes.
This is that new fire.
I am so sorry for your loss. How are you coping with all of this devastation?
Man, I'd die if he'd say, well, I got a couple of 40s. And I called up some hose. That's what I would say.
Brick by brick.
I wouldn't say that.
We're grateful that most of the people
Broken Baker would though. Oh, that's right. We didn't do that.
Stay together, stick together like the Altadena community that we.
Jenny, what's happening? You have power. That's awesome. Still have power. The fires. We've all stayed under 5 acres. Let's run before this apocalypse comes in. But, hey, Roseman snowed in Texas. She's Dominic ate her snowman. It's the craziest thing. Y'all that don't know, Roseman Ranch. She has a donkey named Dominic, and he's funny. He laughs. It really does. Anyway, he ate her snowman, ate the pickle right off its nose or whatever. What are those things called? And then I was out, and I was like, I don't know what's going on today. And so check this out. And they announced there's a new fire. It was going all over the place. I was like, oh man, I didn't want to stream today. I didn't want to do it at all. But I came in. I was like, we're gonna go live.
My water hose, and kind of prepped my house.
Voluptuous Fox. Yeah, I heard about the ridiculous emergency alert to everyone. I'm sure that's reassuring. Well,
what can people do to help?
They don't know what they're doing. It's warmer in Canada than Texas.
We'll just tap in.
That's because Two Awesome Dogs is in Canada making fires. Wanda Stevens, how you doing with your little baby baker drawing? I love it. This is crazy. A large part of the country is hurting, seriously hurting. Yes, they are. And it's
amazing.
The mayor of Los Angeles came home today from Ecuador or whatever.
It'll take some time, but
you missed that speech. That was so boring. So she kept talking about leadership. Oh, we've got the best leadership up here. Then she refused. She got mad and refused to answer a question. So great.
With this mindset,
just Dawn snowed in.
Fire, but of course,
that means she's in there with Levy.
From the area where the Eaton fire has burned over 13.
Yeah, it's really bad. I put in Discord a video today.
Again,
it was
30 miles east of where the Palisades fire is. Our coverage with Fox LA
supposedly it's from the Weather Channel, and it looks like they're just showing houses burn. And then you hear the guy go, "Is that a cadaver?" That was really weird. That's with this guy. He's got a backpack on, so this guy looks like he knows what's happening.
It is relatively much better than most of the folks here.
The fact that I was standing in my kitchen just a little while ago is comforting to know that my personal things are there. Yeah, it's a little devastating to look out my window and see all my neighbors' houses all torched. I feel for them.
trying to reckon that our whole entire life and place and home and memories are gone.
That's Shirley
Other
MacLaine.
Evacuated residents have been meeting at a roadblock on PCH and Temesco Canyon Road looking for answers. LAPD and Port of LA officers have started checking IDs and taking names in order to help people get to their homes, if only for a few minutes.
A car comes down, a police car or other vans, and they pile 4 or 5
Wait,
people
she
in
lives
your
in
area, they
Australia.
drop you off. You've got 5 minutes, and then they bring you.
What's
back
she
down.
doing in that
It's
neighborhood?
so
That's a
hard to
little
believe that what you left
sus.
in one piece is now just rubble. And so we're just trying to see, maybe there's a stone, maybe there's a little gem of a piece, maybe one of my forks and my silverware. You know, I don't know.
David Nelson,
Anything
how's it
that's going
going?
To just kind of be a touchstone.
When the
She
sun
wants to
went down,
touch her
officers
silverware.
told residents
If
that
she
they
wants
were
to do
not
dishes,
going to
I got
shuttle
some
people
in the
up to the
sink
neighborhoods
downstairs.
anymore due to darkness, but they said they would start again.
That's
in
not
the morning.
Aquanet.
In Pacific Palisades,
Those of you
Michelle
that missed
Geely,
out the other night,
KCAL
we called her
News.
Aquanet because somebody said
KCAL News reporter
one of the
Jasmine
blonde
Veal talked
girls
with
like
the
that.
families
And
of 2 men
the
who
fire
died in
just
the
smacked her
Eaton
right in the
fire
face. It
in
was the
Altadena.
craziest thing. Like someone took a charcoal.
This
Oh, that might be
fire has
her.
been deadly
Yeah, it is
and destructive. We are
Jasmine.
standing in front of one of the
Aquanet.
assisted living facilities
We
right off
love
Altadena
her.
Drive in Washington, burned to the ground. Behind me, this is the terrace at Park Marino, and it
She's
was once
hardcore.
a 3-story building, and we know
Oh, sorry. It stops when I
dozens of
took on my
seniors
earbud.
from these assisted living facilities and nursing homes. They were rushed out
Wait,
as that
Caitlin's here?
fast-moving wildfire closed in. But we are also sadly learning about those people in Altadena who did not make it out of this firestorm.
Kimiko Nickerson says they only found the bones of her 82-year-old father, Rodney Kent Nickerson, in the rubble of her family home in Altadena on Alta Pine that burned to the ground.
And he said he'll be fine. I'll be here when you guys come back. He
But this is the Levy channel.
was
Everybody
in
knows
his bed
Levy.
when I found him.
What's
She
happening,
says
man?
her
How come you
25-year-old
never
son
will come and
lived
hang
with
out with
Nickerson,
me?
his grandfather.
Huh?
And while he
You like
evacuated,
it?
the older man did not. As the
Danielle, what's
And he
happening?
was walking around with his lantern in the house. Chase and I were talking to him. We were on FaceTime.
Nickerson, a Lockheed Martin engineer for 45 years, and his grandfather, William Nickerson, was a prominent businessman and the founder of Nickerson Gardens in Watts, the largest public housing development in Los Angeles. Just down the street, this couple also lost their home, and they say another man died on their street.
I just waved at them. Their father was really friendly. He had old Mustangs, and I'm a car guy. I used to talk to him, but I didn't
Did you hear that, Roseman? He had
his
old
son very well.
Mustangs.
They tried to fight the flames and embers for
probably
hours, but
liked
it became
Dominic.
too much. They say they never got any evacuation order.
Instead of a snowstorm, it was a flame storm. Okay, and it was being blown by 60-mile-an-hour winds. And
There's a flame
so we
storm
just
being blown by
turned off the
69 mile
water
an hour
and
winds.
grabbed some things and got out of here.
Rita Cook showed up at a
This
senior living
guy,
facility off Washington in
what's going on.
Altadena Thursday, where she says she used to work, only to find it burn the ground. She says her cousin and his son also died in the fire inside their home on Mariposa.
Anthony was such a great guy, businessman, family man. I mean, you can talk to Anthony about just about anything, and he was such a jewel. So this is going to be a great loss. So
What happened to him? He was with his son who was bedridden?
yes, it's with his son that was bedridden.
The devastation so widespread, 16 square miles, impacting homes, businesses, and schools like this one. The fire destroyed a good portion of Elliott Arts Middle School on Lake Avenue. Seats inside the gymnasium burned to a crisp
Everything's on Lake
as the
Avenue.
roof collapsed.
The cause of this fire is still being investigated, and if it is arson, of course, that brings in the sheriff's department to investigate any of these deaths as murder.
I'm trying
But
to
we
say
know
it's
cadaver
arson.
dogs and homicide detectives have the daunting task now of going through all of this rubble and devastation. Here in Altadena, Jasmine, VLKCAL News.
Well, SoCal is coming together in this time of crisis following these devastating fires.
You know that since they got like
from all over the community, and
it's like they
business
organized. They got
together as well. Two law partners in Valley Village are renting
I don't know,
out
it's
hotel
different
rooms
tonight.
to shelter evacuees.
I liked it better when they're all
KCAL's
running
Liz
around
Martinez is
California.
speaking to them about why they took action, and we're hearing from a single mother who is benefiting from their generosity.
Friends, we hope everyone's okay.
we have reserved a hotel block of rooms here in Sherman Oaks. Please reach out to us.
This is the video that started it all.
If you need help, forget anything other than asking for help.
Law partners Gina Zapanta and Mike
Law
Alden
partners?
posted this video on their Instagram pages, offering to put fire evacuees up in a hotel.
We thought a few people would ask for some
They're
help.
standing
It
awfully close for being
went
law
viral,
partners.
And so we saw that and started just calling around to any local hotels here in the Burbank, North Hollywood, Sherman Oaks area.
Wait a second. I know how this works out.
They rented out.
She was
their
a clerk.
9-month-old
She was a
son,
summer.
Ezekiel.
I was lucky enough to get picked by them.
I knew a few.
The single mom had to.
Do you really know them? Whoa, hold on. Do you know them?
Whatever she could.
So I won't do my jokes then.
all his
Do you really
names
know
first.
them? Are you kidding? You're messing
So
with me.
I just grabbed whatever.
You're
I could for
totally messing
myself.
with me.
Of course, we wish we could take everything.
Don't
but
do that
we
to
can't take
me.
everything.
She says her home in Altadena was destroyed.
Gone, ashes.
Oh, you know
She's
of
left
them.
to
Oh my
rebuild her
gosh, you're
life.
killing me.
Perez says it's
You're killing me because
comforting
get ready.
to have a
I
safe
knew a
and
chick.
stable place
I
to
went to
stay
law
with
school
her
with a
son,
chick.
at least for
And this
now.
girl's like, "Do you
He
see
doesn't know
her?"
nothing.
I'm like, "Yeah." Is that what do you think about her? I was like,
He's just so
Why are you
happy,
asking
he doesn't
me?
know
And
what's
she's like,
going on.
And she says she's grateful for people like
I hate
Zapanta
her. I
and
was like, well,
Alder,
no kidding. I
who
knew that's
stepped
where I was
up
going to go.
to help
It's
a
like
stranger.
she got
So
a
far, they've
scholarship
booked
and
dozens of rooms
crack,
here
and she was like
and
in
across
their
this
high school
area. They
rivals. Or
say
something.
that they've helped more than
She's like, now look at her. She's sending her
160
those big
parents
fake
and
boobs.
children, along with their pets as well, and they are committed to doing as much as they can.
So
In
she
Valley
was going to
Village,
law
Elise
school.
Martinez,
And she was
KCAL News.
engaged.
They are raising money to pay for more
This
hotels
is like
and putting together care packages
50-year-old
for evacuees. And if you'd
lawyer.
like to
It was
help,
in the
you can reach out to
legislature.
them on Instagram. Now,
It's
the
like,
images of loss
wait
and
a second.
devastation that we've
First she
shown
got
you
boobs, then she
continue
got
to
an
come in.
engagement
Those
ring.
not impacted
It's like,
by the
yes.
fire
I was
are
like,
eager to help their
oh,
fellow citizens. But what is the best way to provide assistance to those affected by the fires?
Truly, the best way is for people to make donations. This way, we can empower people to recover the way that they need to. The outpouring from the community has been tremendous, but a lot of the items are not of any value to the people right now. They need immediate things. And that is what we do. We assess their immediate needs, and then we help provide those by the generosity.
I don't know
of
anybody. I
donors.
wasn't.
And as
My
Southern
story
California
is
copes
true.
with the
Okay,
devastation
I
caused by
wasn't.
the fires, many
wasn't
of you
trying to
want
make fun of your
know how
friends.
you can help. KCAL cares.
Boy, this is
and we
this
are
is that moment
partnering
where
with the Red
Edgar doesn't know
Cross
when
to
to shut
assist
up.
those in need. So just go to redcross.org/KCAL
I'm an idiot.
for information on how you can
I
donate.
mean, I can't even
volunteer,
pronounce
or
your
find
name.
shelter. You can also call
I'm sorry.
1-800-RED-CROSS
I wouldn't do anything.
or
Oh man,
text
I'm really.
Red Cross to 90999. Well, a major concern now is the safety of the water in the areas.
Oh,
affected
forget
by the
about you in a
fires.
day.
KCAL's Dylan
Yes,
Thomas takes a
I've
closer
heard that
look.
before.
The damage caused by the Eaton fire is absolutely unimaginable. Thousands of people will have to rebuild their homes, businesses, maybe even entire portions of their lives. But for those who are fortunate enough to still have a home to return to, some of them are being told the water is so toxic, even boiling it may not be enough to make it safe.
Oh yeah, by the way, if
It's
there's like
devastating.
rocks
As the
and
sun comes
dirt
up
in
over
the
the
water,
Eaton fire burn scar,
boiling
a
it won't.
community
It's not really
is
gonna.
realizing their new reality.
I've lived in this area my whole life.
Have you ever seen fire get this close to
If,
your home?
if it's heavy
Not
water,
this close. To see it
uranium.
come down into our city and our community, it's devastating.
Alexander Buñuelos has lived in Pasadena for 25 years.
We're just wetting the house down just to keep the embers from causing any fires here at our property.
But some of their friends aren't as fortunate to still have a home. These charred homes and businesses are now posing a threat to water quality.
We actually saw it on social media. A couple of our friends had reposted up a post that, the water is not safe to drink right now.
Pasadena Water and Power is now calling the tap water in the evacuation zone unsafe.
The pipes melt,
They become open sources. Gases from the fire burning can be pulled into the pipes. And those gases contain lots of toxic chemicals of which none of us want to breathe. They can also contaminate the insides of those pipes.
Darren Polhemus is Deputy Director of the Division of Drinking Water.
At what point does a system become so vulnerable that it can't even be boiled out? The toxins can't even be boiled out.
Boiling out is generally only used when we believe that there is the potential for like pathogens that could have got in. Boiling doesn't help with heavy metals and some of the volatile organics.
Which is why, at nearby stores,
you're getting water.
Those in the evacuation zone say they are stocking up with what they can.
Trying to get as much as they'll allow us to, because we don't know, the water's so bad, we don't know when we'll be able to use it at all.
The impacted water districts.
So Valhalla just sent me an article. I didn't know this. Evidently, Joe Biden said that the federal government's going to pay 100% for all this and pay for everything in Los Angeles for the next 180 days. There's a place called Asheville, North Carolina.
Altadena residents are allowed to
They could
return
use some
to
of
their
that help.
neighborhood and
They're
survey
like, it's been
their
100 days
loss
and
in
nobody
the
knows who they
fire.
are.
KCAL's Jeff DeWin reports
They
he
lost
talked to a couple who just
everything
spent
to the
$70,000 on renovations, only to have their home burned down by the Eaton fire.
Helene. Freaking Helene.
We are in Altadena, and we are.
Okay, so this has all become
this.
this. I need to see fires.
And this is the home of Jared Tafalian and Nicole Ellis. And speaking of them, as we look at some of the devastation here, I'm going to walk over and introduce you to.
Wait,
them.
is that showing fires right now?
No favoritism, just because
That's
Jared.
crazy.
Is
There's two channels showing the same
Jared,
thing.
How long have you?
Oh wait, here we go.
What does this home
Here
mean
we
to
go.
you and Nicole?
Do not drink the water.
Now with our Amber Freeze, she's live for us.
We have another one of those.
Where the Kenneth fire is burning. Amber.
Hey, Michael, Colleen, we're
Oh,
at
look,
the intersection of Muro.
She's got her hat on.
Deaconess Roads, and as you can see behind me,
I love
here we
I still
have
love
at
the
least
jackets. I want a
10
yellow
fire
jacket.
engines standing by, ready to go if need.
Oh, that's
be.
what
And
you were
really,
saying
the
earlier about the
operation
Biden
throughout
stuff.
the
Yeah,
afternoon since we've
I
been
now
here
saw
has
it.
been
It's
pretty
just.
incredible. We've seen many fire engines making their way up the mountain.
Hey, wait a
We've
second. That's
seen
all right. I forget what I was
utility
talking about
companies,
5 seconds
we've seen,
ago.
You know, big bulldozers just working their way up there to try and prevent this fire.
What's happening in
And of course,
Virginia?
try and put out these flames. Now, this area, we're in a community that is still under mandatory evacuation orders, and no one is allowed back in. Going north of Muro
what's
Road
your
on Las Virgenes
you have a
Road.
what's your
And you can
channel?
probably see
You have
there
a
are
channel?
some people here. These are people who
Wait.
live in these neighborhoods where they are under mandatory evacuation orders. There's, I would say,
Roseman, send me
at
a
least
link. I'll
2
play
dozen
it.
people here. We've seen them here for
I'll
almost 2
link to it
hours
if you
now,
send it to me.
hoping to be let back inside their home to retrieve
Oh,
some
yeah,
important
totally.
items, some
I
documents,
just now
some
read.
tech
Hold on, is that
even.
today?
And they are being
Yes.
let back inside one by one, though. They are being chaperoned by a sheriff's deputy, and they take them up to their home, allow them some time to gather some things, and quickly make their way down. But of course, as you can imagine, this is taking some time. It's causing some frustration among people whose nerves already here are on high alert. Now, a reminder, these mandatory evacuation orders are for the safety of everyone, not only the residents, but also the firefighters involved in these efforts, and also for them to get.
Wait, what happened there?
So really, this is a good reminder
Did
for
I
all
do
of
that
us, not
right?
just people who live in these surrounding communities, especially over these next few days, to have a go bag ready. And
So I love this. Like all of a sudden, everybody's into go bags. Like Southern California's into
All right,
go
Amber,
bags.
thank you. And of course, it's going to be the way of the world. What we need to get used to having IDs ready and check at checkpoints going into our neighborhoods for the next few days, perhaps even weeks.
That's right. We want to get to
Wait,
now Kevin Guys.
West
who's back with
Virginia or
us, also
Western
covering
Virginia?
the Kenneth fire with some new information on the
I'm so
investigation into
confused.
this particular fire. Kevin.
Yeah, absolutely. We were actually just on the other side of this fence here on Victory Boulevard. The park was relatively open. We were able to work our way a little bit beyond this fence here, but then an officer actually came and ushered us outside, letting us know that this is now an active crime scene. So we had to work our way back. They're investigating an arson incident. I just received this information into my phone, so I'm just going to read it here. The
Oh, an
incident
arson
investigation
incident.
started
What?
as an unspecified number of citizens
In the
detained
Kenneth fire. So
an
we got some. This is
unidentified
breaking
person
news.
spotted in the area of the West Valley, close to where the Kenneth fire is burning. It is not immediately clear
Blood
that this
them,
person,
yes.
that this person that the LAPD is talking to is responsible for the West Hills Kenneth fire, but investigators are looking into it. Investigators are also looking into any possible connections with any of the other
Let's see where he is.
fires in the area. Now,
Did they say West Hills Kenneth
fires
fires?
in this area
No, Hollywood
a little
Hills.
while
What I was
ago
thinking
when
of.
people started to sort of realize that they could sort of take that little bit of step back, start to put things away a little bit. Of course, there is still that evacuation warning in this area, so a lot of people still leaving.
Oh, hey, there's an update. Palisades
immediate
fire
things
is now at
close to sort of the door, close
6%
to
contained.
their cars, they were telling me, but there was sort of a
20,000
collective sigh
acres
of relief
burned.
a little while ago, and now that word is starting to spread a little bit to some of the neighbors, some of the people in this area, that they are investigating this incident here on Victory Boulevard as arson. There's sort of another sort of collective sigh of relief that there has been some sort of detainment of some person that LAPD are working to sort of learn a little bit more about. And this has sort of been a really active area all afternoon. We've been sort of in this area for a while now. We've sort of watched a lot of people initially when we first arrived here, packing their cars, packing their valuables, putting any sort of animals they have in the house into those cars, start working their way down the hill here. And then a lot of sort of officers, firefighters sort of working their way through the neighborhoods, letting people know that they should be sort of on the way out. We also at one point had sort of a large plume of smoke just on the other side.
People can't
And
find
one
their
neighbor
loved
told us that
ones. They
he,
can't
a
find.
couple times sort of really felt as though this was the area.
I mean, that woman couldn't find her
this
house.
whole sort of situation was beginning to unfold.
Is that
So,
Leonardo
obviously, a
DiCaprio?
very active investigation here. We were just learning from the LAPD that this is sort of all going down at this moment. So we'll toss it back to you folks for now and try to learn a little bit more over the next few hours.
Boy, this happened very, very quickly because this fire broke out at about 2:30 this afternoon.
Flashlights. What happened to flashlights?
Is he still there, Kevin?
Oh, they found.
We're just kind of curious about.
They found the arsons with
the Michael,
flashlights.
not this Michael, the other Michael we spoke to this afternoon, who was packed up and ready to go. What's the latest with him?
Yeah, absolutely. So funny enough, he actually worked his way over here and sort of came over. I'm looking to see, actually, he's right here. Let me see if I can grab him. Hey, Michael, question. So we'll catch him sort of, we're live at the moment. We just wanted to sort of check in with you now that you sort of have a couple answers at this point and just sort of see, how you're feeling now that the fire sort of worked its way down a
People
little
saving
ways
their
in the
pets
wind.
are
How
so
are you sort of
sad.
feeling? I see your
Wait,
truck
there's
right
people
around the
saving
corner
their
here.
pets? Where's? You know what? I can't
for
watch
a
anything
couple
sad. I
reasons.
can't do it.
One, they have an arson suspect in custody who's been going around and
Wait, hold on. I asked what's wrong?
Two,
What did I do? I don't know.
The fire, when it went through here, cleared away all the brush. So it's kind of, in a way, like a controlled burn. So the fire's
Night,
not
Paula.
coming back, so my family
Thank
can
you.
relax a little bit.
Love you,
And number three, no flare-ups because they're using this trailhead right here, which apparently is a crime scene from where it was started, simultaneously as the filling spot for the helicopters. So they have to fly over this neighborhood and patrol it all night. So with all the water helicopters right here, we do feel a little safe.
And you have sort of, has your family been able to work back toward, back toward the house? Have they sort of relaxed their posture a little bit?
Yeah. The dogs are not back yet. They're being boarded, but my one of my daughters is now back. So my wife and other daughter are out of state right now. So.
Absolutely. Nice to have a little bit of company. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. And stay safe. Stay things loaded up. Absolutely.
You're the one that's doing all the dangerous things.
We're working on it. So we're sort of learning as we're sort of flowing through these areas. Obviously, neighbors sort of breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. But of course, a lot of officials in this area are still sort of cautioning, just stay sort of ready to move quickly just in case. We're still watching a lot of those helicopters. Like Michael mentioned, there's the filling station sort of right in this area for some of those helicopters. So there is sort of a lot of activity right in this area that we're continuing to follow along with. And again, we'll sort of be in this area in case more things happen right here. We're right on Victory Boulevard for now. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right. More to get to on that. All right. Appreciate it. It's 7 o'clock here, folks, and we are continuing our coverage of Southern California's wildfire emergency live on the air nonstop since Tuesday morning.
Hey, the La Brea tar pits are
Michael
closed.
Brownlee.
And I'm Colleen Williams. We are keeping a very
But
close eye on the news
seriously,
fire.
I just
That
saw
was
the
one burning
postal
across county
stuff is
lines
closed, too.
into Ventura
By
County.
the way, I went to the
one
post office
that,
today. Who sent me this?
Kevin was just covering the
Who sent me
Kenneth
something?
Fire
It's
started near
big box.
West Hills around 2:30 this afternoon. We have an update that fire has now burned more than 900 acres. And as you just heard, breaking news here, they may have someone, a person of interest in custody on this. and there is an arson investigation. This fire initially triggered some
They
evacuation orders for
found the
Hidden
only
Hills,
John Smith
Hidden
in
Hills, actually, in
the
parts of
county.
Calabasas,
What?
north of the 101. Some areas within that area, those were downgraded just after 5 o'clock this afternoon.
Well, now we got to
Fire
see who
says the
this
active
guy
areas of the
is.
fire are mostly situated at this point
Wouldn't it be?
within Ventura County.
It wouldn't be
And
funny.
investigators are looking into whether
But
this fire was
wouldn't it be
intentionally
funny?
started. But as you just
It was
heard,
like
breaking
a
news, they do have a person of interest
12-year-old
in
girl.
custody on
Like,
this
I
one.
just
More to
like
come on that.
fire.
In the meantime, in Altadena, the Eaton fire has burned
Yes.
more than 13,000 acres. It's at 0% containment, and we have some revised numbers here for you tonight. Officials now say 4 people have died in the Eaton fire. That's down from the initial 5 reported. One
Yeah, it was
firefighter has
5.
been injured. We're told they were taken to a local hospital. Evacuation orders are still in effect, however. Pasadena City PIO says that more than 1,000 people spent the night at that shelter located at the Pasadena Convention Center.
Could you
The
imagine
National Guard
spending
has
a
been
night with
deployed to help with
1,000
the Eaton
people?
fire and the Palisades
That sounds
fire.
like T-Rex's
The death
girlfriend.
toll also growing in the Palisades fire. At least 2 people confirmed dead there tonight. The first reported at a home on PCH near Dukes in Malibu. The second
So
reported
this
on
was
Front
I
Street
was asked
near
about
the
this too. It's like,
George
what do the
Wolfberg
cars look
Park.
like? Because
So
in
far, just
Maui,
under
they look
20,000
funny the way
acres
they
have burned.
burned.
Zero containment out there right now. More than 5,000 buildings or structures have been destroyed in the Palisades fire and the Malibu areas. That's actually up from 1,000 just yesterday. They're
It was.
able to
That's what
get in
got
and
me. I was
survey
like,
the
you just said
damage even more
1,000.
today during daylight hours. Right now, more than 300,000 customers are without power. SoCal Edison says crews are working around the clock now to get power restored.
Veronica, that's the thing. Early on,
We have
I
live
mean,
team
like this
coverage.
is
We begin
this
here
is
tonight
worse
with
than
meteorologist
Katrina.
Melissa
I mean,
McGee.
this
Melissa?
is.
Hi there, Michael. In
Well, I mean,
Colony,
heck, we talk about worse than Katrina. The stupid hurricanes we still can't recover from. Those were worse than
fire
Katrina.
here. You can see. I want to show you some
This
of
is
the
a complete
sustained winds, even
disaster.
the gusts across the area. Sustained winds in the canyons out of the
Oh,
north
she's
and
got.
west.
She have.
And
Did she
out
have?
of the north
Hey,
and
bad
east,
duck. Where are
moving
you?
toward the west, I should say, gusting up to 37 miles per hour.
Oh, look
We've
at
got a
that!
northerly
All the
wind
snoring
for
with
Virginia
1,000 people
Road,
sleeping.
gusting up to 23 miles
Could
per
you
hour.
sleep?
And the
You
flames,
got
for the most part, starting to move from the north
999
and east down
strangers
to the
around
west. So
you.
it's actually moving away from Woodland Hills, pressing
You imagine
closer
some
in
of those.
terms of the
Oh
smoke and
man,
the
some
ash
people are like
down
from like
across
different
areas in
countries,
Las
and I don't know how
Virgenes.
different
Now,
countries
the
how they
concern
sleep.
is that just
Holy
to
cow,
the
that'd be
south of
weird.
this fire, we've got the 101 and Calabasas. So there's a lot of smoke. There's probably a lot of particulate matter that's moving from the north down to the south, affecting a lot of communities. Palisades fire, the very latest with that. We've got Topanga Beach. Sustained winds really calm right now. 4 miles calm in Santa Monica Beach. But Santa Monica
Right,
Mountains, we've got a
Veronica?
wind gusting up to 30 miles per hour. Santa Monica Mountains underneath a high wind warning. So it's very possible later on tonight into
Yeah,
our
it's probably
Friday,
more
we'll
than
see
that
these winds
after
gusting anywhere
it's
from
over.
50 to 65 miles
But
per hour. And the direction
disaster
of that wind
though,
coming
the
in
level
from the north and east,
of
back down to
like
the
the
south,
people
all the way down to the
okay,
water.
the
So we're
death
not out of the
rate
woods in
in
terms
Katrina
of finding these strong winds popping up from time to
is
time. The
people's
Eaton
fault.
fire close to Altadena, we've got great
The
news in
natural
terms of the
disaster
winds. It's
part
fairly calm
is
in a lot
probably
of
less
spots.
than what this is a natural disaster.
Relative
I
humidity
am very,
down
very,
to
very,
14%
very
there.
amazed
Altadena
and impressed
14.
with what
We've got 13%
Californians
there
have
and
done.
Sierra
They didn't have the
Madre. Let's
military,
talk about
no
the current
National
gusts
Guard,
across the
no
region,
no
because now we're
police.
starting to see
They got
those
a
winds
text
pop up
message and
in some
everybody
of our typical
evacuated.
wind-prone
How
spots.
awesome is that?
Void of LA County for the
All
most
right, let's
part.
watch
And
some more
for now,
stuff. Boom.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, almost 14 water dropping helicopters still after nightfall. So really remarkable the work that they were able to do and to try to
Look
do
at that.
fight this
Holy
fire.
cow. Look at that,
That
y'all.
is fantastic, Mike. And we're
Jeez,
seeing that,
look at
all
that.
air
That is so
support is
scary.
definitely making a
Could you
difference there. Even though
imagine?
we're seeing some flames still there in the Palisades fire, they are not stopping even
Okay,
at
like
night to put
I'm
those
sure these are
flames out.
fire roads
All
right
Mike,
here
thank you.
where
Yeah.
these
Almost
lights
20,000
are.
acres have been destroyed by the
Could you
massive Palisades fire.
imagine?
We see still burning right here. The blaze has burned down more than 5,300 homes and businesses. We've heard
5,300
stories of
homes.
tragedy, but as KCAL's Tom White tells us, some people's home were spared. One of them is his aunt. Tom, how's she doing tonight?
Yeah, Tom.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, that doesn't look very spared. I think Tom's answer. I think you have the wrong Tom.
All right, we're going to go to our
Yeah, we went to the wrong Tom. Sorry about that one.
gets
That
ready
one's
to bring us that live report from Pacific Palisades. Danny, are you ready to go?
Hi, Juan. Yes. We have a lot to talk about going into tonight, so we're going to jump right to it because Juan.
Oh, hey,
kind
look,
of a
she's
big
not wearing a
piece of this, It's
dress.
been all about the winds, and so you
Not
can
wearing a
see
dress.
tonight we are seeing another
Hey,
boost in
Saint, how
those
you
winds.
doing?
That's what we've been tracking. So we've got gusts right now picking up through those traditional spots where we see the Santa Ana winds. Even
Speaking
so, though, things are
of
so
not wearing
dry
a
right now,
dress,
and that's why we're seeing these concerns for continued fire danger going into the next
how you
24
doing,
hours. So
Roseman?
we've got gusts through Santa Clarita up to 32 miles per hour right now.
Hang on a second. I got to turn the volume down. I can't hear
Inland
anything.
Empire and Orange County is going to be a focus.
How you doing? Are you surviving the snow?
Yeah, no, you don't have to turn off the stream. I was
No, I
just
just
coming in
couldn't
to
hear.
say
No, I'm
hi.
just pushing some buttons. Are
not
you
in the
that
barn.
cold?
Well, no, I was in the barn and then I was out of the barn and I was back at the house and I haven't taken off my 700 layers yet. I got my bean on though. I'm good. My little fluff. Sorry, no Dominic right now. I'm done out there.
How's Dominic doing?
He's good. I put a little short on my channel. Everyone's got their blankets on. Everyone's good.
Where's your channel?
Roseman Ranch expert.
What? What's happening?
My name.
That's all it is?
Yeah.
So if I just
My
have
name.
really?
Same on Facebook, same on Twitter, same on everywhere. Roseman Ranch.
Wait, do I follow you on Twitter?
I've
would.
replied and stuff to things you've put on there. I should take off this Carhartt.
Hey, Valhalla just got a Carhartt. I
They're the
like this chick
best.
better in a suit than I did in the dress. That's for Lesko. He wanted to know.
Well, of course, Lesko wants to know.
All right, hold on a second here. So I'm going to show this instead. All right, is this you? Is that you right there? Did I get it right? That's a 2-year-old puppy.
Yeah. No, you got.
Oh, there we are.
The recent ones. There, that's tonight. That first one there is tonight.
All right. No views. Well, I'm going to watch it.
Put it on. Because
I don't have any volume. Why is there no volume?
We got goat, we got heat lamps, we have dog. I tried to leave him inside because it's cold, but he came out anyway. And then we got Dominic. Dominic's in his plaid blankie. The horses are in the back in their blankies. Everyone's got their blankies on.
They look warmer than I do.
Put your blankie on, huh? You're wet. You and your mother like to stand out in this freezingness. Ma'am. Look, can you
That's
guys leave
awesome.
me alone? You had your dinner.
That
You guys
is
just
awesome.
finished your mash. Hi, boo, 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 boo. Hi, Tiva. Hi, Tiva. Copper, why are you outside in the cold? Copper.
Is that your dog's
Yes,
Copper?
we run heat lamps. Yes. Nobody is locked in anywhere near the barn. Everybody can get away if something happens with the heat lamps. Don't come at me with the heat lamps.
What's wrong with the
Did
heat
you finish
lamps?
your food after you stood in it?
That is awesome. Who stood in their food?
Coco decided he needed to stand in it while he was eating. What? No, he stood in his food while he was eating Dominic's food. And then Dominic was between Coco's legs eating Coco's food with his feet in his food. These are the things that happen.
Look, hey, I put it in the chat right before Libby did. So I put the link to her short, and then Libby's got the link to her channel. Guys, go check out Roseman over there, and be sure and give her the thumbs up and the hearts and all that good stuff. Look at this. Veronica subbed for goats and dogs. Are you into goats, Veronica? Because you need to.
I only have two goats left, and they're aging out. So.
Did you put some jeans on Dominic?
No, he doesn't have his jeans on. His jeans are for flies, so he doesn't have them on in the winter.
That's right. You have said that. You're just that's a thing.
To protect his legs.
I thought it was just because he liked to dress up.
I need to switch to my ball cap. I look like Ralphie from A Christmas Story right now. I don't really care though, so whatever. Hey. Oh look, there's my Red Rider.
Yes.
Or not my Red Rider. Somebody help me out with words.
Yeah, it's Red Rider BB gun.
Yeah, okay, I did.
Tanya says feet makes food better. You know what? That's the name of her OnlyFans channel.
Yeah, donkey feet food.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Veronica, here's Valhalla Waste. You need to go check him out. He's got a whole goat channel.
Can't move my arm. I took off my other jacket.
Valhalla, say hey to Veronica Lynn. She's new here, and she said she's not going to come back. So, well, you took off your jacket.
Well, I took off the Carhartt so I could move, and it's hot in the house compared to outside. Now I just have my Glamis Sand Dunes sweatshirt on. I don't know how cold it is. The snow is still snow. The ice is still ice, but it's raining. It's Texas weather. This is what happens. You get rain, freezing rain, sleet, snow, ice, all at the exact same time.
Well, it's 24 here, which sounds horrible.
No, I think we're like just below freezing right now.
You ready for this? Copenhagen. You know, like where they invented shoe, and that's also like where
that's where Baker lives.
Yeah, he's Swanmark and Danish, whatever he is. It's 34. That's not right. He's 10 degrees warmer than I am.
Yeah,
and he lives up there with the caribou, the reindeer.
We have this weird weather this time. It's always January, February. I don't know if Tennessee gets it the same as us, but it's like you can kind of skate through December, and then January, February, like you're just freezing rain and random snow.
I think what it is that besides Valentine's Day, those are the two worst months of the year. January and February.
Yeah.
Got no love for them. Got no love. No love. So let me ask, what do you think about this? What do you think about what's happening here in California? You used to live there, right?
Yeah, I lived in northern San Diego County.
So do you know where this is?
Oh, I know exactly where all that is.
That's fire. Do you see that? That's all fire.
Yeah. I went to college in San Luis Obispo. I was raised in Northern California. I was born in Southern California. I've only been out here for 4 or 5 years.
So you were the first fire in Southern California.
Brown chicken, brown cow. With my stupid hat. No, it's interesting. It's funny because I almost feel conditioned. Like I've been watching this coverage 24 hours a day until like you or Baker come on or something like actually alerts me. And then I'm like, okay, I gotta go watch a stream or something. But
so I had no idea that I was like today, like I was not gonna stream, and I was just we're supposed to have like snowpocalypse tomorrow, and it was like we were at Costco or something, driving back, and I was like, I don't know what's happened today. And I turned on YouTube in the car, and it said there's a new fire broke out, and they were going nuts over it. And I was like, oh man, I gotta do it. I gotta do another night of this.
It never ends. And this is every year in Southern California. Like you just every time those Santa Anas are coming, like your butt just kind of puckers. And you're just like, okay, what's gonna happen? The closest one that got to us, they put out about 1.5 miles before it hit us. But there was ash coming down on me and on our property. And I was like, just crossing my fingers. I'm like, all right, I had trailers lined up.
Well, that's what Yodels said. She's new here. And but anyway, she's over there in Southern California. She said, you have to go out, you have to wear a mask, and you have to wear a hat because of the ash that falls in your hair. And I was like, that's just crazy. I never thought about that. I need to get a rubber ducky hat. Have you seen those?
You do. Did you see Baker's hat? You need
so I gotta have one.
Yeah. You need to get
that or a cowboy hat. Which one should I get?
A rubber ducky cowboy hat? Just a giant rubber ducky in the shape of like the wings go up like the sides of a cowboy hat.
Do they have that?
I bet not on Amazon, they do. I bet somebody makes it.
Why do you say it like it's I'm gonna have to show my ID to go get it?
a possibility, but it'll all be worth it.
Hey, spell cowboy. Oh, wait, I think I
COW.
not cowbot. I see a rubber ducky. Oh,
did you find one? A giant?
No, but I found something very cool.
I just want a giant rubber duck on your head. Just a massive, just a duck in the shape of a cowboy hat. That's what I see in my head.
You see him in my head, in your head?
No, in my head, I just see one massive rubber duck that with like the wings turned up like a cowboy hat.
Yeah, well, look at that. That's a toy. It's a rubber duck with a gold-plated AR.
Keep it away from Brown Dog and Blue Dog.
Well, did he? It got close to Gettyville Museum, but it didn't. It didn't burn it though. I don't think. So
No,
anyway,
and they have a lot of specialty architecture in all those museums, so they are like double walled and all that. So if it gets to the outside, they have more time to put it out before it gets to the inside.
why is this going to commercials since I went to? No, yeah, it did. It went to commercials since I went to it.
Yeah, they always go commercial. This one does.
All right. Sorry, I'm trying to.
Looks like, World War II. I mean,
These are
or
just.
World
I think
War
these
III,
are the stories and
when
stuff. Where's the
atomic bomb went off?
Where's
It's
that? Oh yeah,
absolutely
this.
devastating, unrecognizable.
And then hang on a second here.
And that was from.
Now wait a second. Is this happening in Texas right now?
Not where I'm at. No. I mean, like we still have some snow and ice on the ground from earlier, but that's probably more northeast or
Well, it
southwest
says like there's
Arkansas.
Arkansas. There's Little Rock in the top right.
Yeah, I was gonna say Arkansas. They kind of the pressure system coming in from the south kind of pushed it more north, so it's kind of sitting a little bit higher. So Arkansas is getting more of the snow. I'm also a weather nerd.
I don't know why I laughed. You just made me laugh.
I'm a weather nerd too. My
Are you
friend,
really?
my friend that got hit by the tornado in Texas here.
Yeah.
I was messaging her and I'm like, the tornado's coming for your town, and she was like, what? She didn't even know. And then she was like, oh my God.
Other material in the roadways that it really is just not a safe thing to do to come back.
Wait, hold on a second. I can't. You know what? Hang on a second. I got too much stuff happening here. Let me straighten this out. I have the right thing. So I lost my sound. I can't figure out what's talking. I think it's this guy. I think this guy's talking. Palisades fire. So wait a second. Your friend had a tornado?
Wi-Fi. It's difficult to communicate
In Texas.
There's no grocery stores really to
My
speak.
coworker slash friend.
Restaurants that are really open.
And we're working. And I'm like, dude, the tornado's coming right at you. I'm like, get away. And she was like, what? And I'm like, go.
To get from one place to another because
You're like, it's gonna tornado, and she didn't believe you.
No,
Did you see the tornado? How'd you know the tornado was coming?
Because I watch all the weather stuff when there's weather.
Oh. You know how I
So
do
it was
the
heading
weather?
right, and then sure enough, it hit her house.
You know how I handle the weather?
Remember that these areas are very, very.
Go to
I
bed.
walk outside.
You're like,
nothing.
I'm good.
That's my weather that day.
Here's my weather vane right here.
Yeah, I look out the window and see if it's sunny or rainy, right? Because that's important. That's the important part. Because I'm not allowed to go outside without clothes on anymore. So I had to go, and then after then I put some clothes on. Like usually, if you just wear what you wore yesterday, it usually works. And you can go and kind of like gauge then what the weather is. And then you
Dude, I
can.
can't, man.
Why can't you? What do you do?
Especially not with the animals. I was like back and forth. Like, do I blanket them tonight? Do I blanket them tomorrow? I have to watch by the hour when the moisture is going to start and when the temperatures are going to drop, so I know what I have to do for the animals in the in
How
between.
far do you have to walk from your house to the barn?
All right, Tom, thank you.
Like 100 feet.
We are beginning to get a
How
sense
far?
tonight of just how
Maybe
much
like
the
100
fires
feet.
cost the people of Altadena.
So like if you did that like in like deep snow, you get lost.
Oh, more than 100 feet. I don't know. It's over there.
Oh man. Yeah. How many steps does it take?
I don't know because I go this way through the shop. I take care of the barn cats. and then I go out through the shop, and then I go down to the barn.
You have a cat named Barn Cat?
I only have one barn cat left, but
wow.
Yes, I have one.
It lives in the barn. Not named Barn Cat.
Right? No, his name is Tuxie because he's a black and white.
His name is what?
Tuxie, like a tuxedo, because he's black and white.
Oh, well, that's better than what Johnny might.
I'm from the Barn Cat Rescue, so he's.
If I had a
feral,
black
but
and
he's
white cat,
here.
I'd name him Oreo.
Well, yeah, but he's a tuxedo. Oh, so Tuxie was given.
Yeah.
My barn cats
like
in
them.
California were named after X-Men because they were murderous. Oh my God! Can I say? Wait, I can't say that word on YouTube. They were unalivers.
What, X-Men?
No, the MURDER.
Ah, it's fine. We've already we're way past that.
Yeah, I named them all after X-Men because they were good. The amount of guts I had to clean up every single day out of the shop was absurd. Sorry.
I don't think I'm ever going to be able to. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to watch the X-Men again.
Sorry.
That's
I always turn it sideways.
No, you don't. You silly.
Silly?
No. Look at this. I have 3 black and white barn cats: Molly, Stitch, and Tuna. Tuna's a popular name now. There's like Tuna Canyon, Tuna the cat, Tuna the fish, Tuna your
fish.
radio. What?
Tuna the fish. That's it's so new and popular.
Yeah, it's crazy. Have you ever seen one? They come in little cans. Bad Doug has a farm cat named OK for Orange Kitty.
Right?
Not Oklahoma. How many cats do you have? Look, I have 3 silver, gray, and white ones named Pudge, Tyson, and not Tyson. How do you know 6?
Valhalla has a bunch of cats. I told him if I lived closer, I would take some of them.
What would you do with them? Play X-Men with them?
I put them in the barn.
Oh. Voluptuous Fox says tuna piano. That's another tuna.
Tuna I can't.
Friction Vincent, how you doing? This is like sadistic Republican voodoo. Okay.
I'm waiting for Bad Duck to come in with a tuna joke.
Well, they're destroying our stream. They're our stream. They're all hot and heavy for showing us all the fires and everything. And then the mayor came back. You guys know that, like, since the mayor started speaking, all the coverage has gone downhill. Sucks.
All those press conferences, I just want to maybe take out 1.5 eyeballs. I'm not to both of them completely, but at least 1.5. I'm like, can you all just shut up? It's the same thing with every single fire. Doesn't matter what district, doesn't matter who the officials are, who the politicians are. It's the exact same script every single fire. Doesn't matter.
All right, hang on a second.
I'm like, can you guys shut up?
All right, here we go. Look real quick. There we got Tina Fey talking about the fire here. Her house might get burned.
So if people are looking to next steps about how they
Tina, do you like Tina Fey?
Are you sure it's not Sarah Palin?
They will go directly to
I don't know the difference.
This chick,
I thought it was Tina Fey.
Do you think she can see Russia from her house?
We at the county will be
Tina
that
Fey
lead
can.
entity. We've already been talking with our respective
That's what she
departments
said. Tina Fey said that.
I can see Russia from my house.
Reach that stage.
Yeah, Tina said that.
Going through each of these
Let's see.
sites, understanding what the terrain is, documenting
Foreign
what
policy.
we're seeing. So when
Friction
we
action.
welcome people
Yes.
back, we're able to work with them very
Let's
quickly.
see. Hang on a second. My
We have a
mom's
lot
barn
of
cat named
lessons learned
Tom.
from Woolsey, and I know that there was a lot of pain and strife in the rebuilding after Woolsey, and so
Oh.
we've taken those lessons to heart, and we are putting them into action.
Okay, sorry. I just read the chat. See if there's anything I missed.
Other things
No, I know.
Anyway,
cars,
no,
you
that
know, I
was
know that there will
that's
be,
Tina
other
right there. I
incident
don't know what
reports
Tina's
from our
doing,
law
but
enforcement and other respective
I
agencies.
also haven't even paid
So,
attention to what she was
for
saying. I just saw
anyone
the
who,
orange
as I said,
flames. I
is
was
in
like,
unincorporated
yes.
areas, please contact my office. And
Oh,
I will
contact
provide
her office. Is
you
that another mayor?
assistance with their homes and property. Go to your city.
Hey, do you think if we called her and said like we're the expert and we want to ask some questions for our stream? Do you think she'd answer them?
Sure, why not?
I'd be like, Tina, where do you get your sunglasses from? Or where do you get those glasses from? I want some new sunglasses like that.
I'm the expert. I need to know.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
Oh, that little bush is trying to make a fire NATO.
Oh, it is. It is. Hey, maybe you know what? Maybe that's Moses is over there. Yep. Nothing fishy here, just tunerific vibes. Yes, that's right. My cat's name is Shanks. Skinks? How do you say that word?
Shinks?
Is that it?
I'd say shinks.
No.
Shinks? Yeah, shinks.
I like if I see somebody's cat, I just call it cat. I'm like, hey, cat.
Maybe
Move,
it's
cat.
maybe it's a voluptuous shinks.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know what that means. But I don't know. What does that word mean, by the way? I don't even know what it means.
Voluptuous.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. As I thought it was like Volpe was for voluptuous. I was like, I don't even know what that word means. I just hear it a lot. I like the way it sounds.
What's the definition of voluptuous? Curvy?
You got Lux and I play a Sphinx. What? Hold on, wait, what'd you say? Mulholland? Is that what you're talking about, the curves?
No.
What?
No, voluptuous. Not Mulholland. How did we get to Mulholland?
Luscious. Veronica says it's luscious.
Luscious.
Yes. Voluptuous. Maybe is that how I'm supposed to say it? Voluptuous? I don't know.
Voluptuous.
I don't know these things, man. Let me tell you what. I have a great ability to pronounce, spew words, and I really don't know what their meanings are. That's why I've got a dictionary right there. And then I do. You want me? I'll show it to you. It's a real dictionary. It's black.
You need a thesaurus to hang out with Sarah Boone, though.
I thought
Sarah Boone.
Thesaurus Rex.
Thesaurus.
Hey, you heard about T-Rex got married?
I heard about it in chat, but I didn't know the backstory.
Yeah, him and Feral House Cat got married. He was so excited the other day. He started doing all these, like, I guess they're AI pictures, and her bouquet was cauliflower. I was like, that seems like them. And he's like, she has 7 children. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. So he's the daddy of 7 now. And he's so excited because that means that people will think he's had sex 7 times.
Exactly 7.
At least, you know. That's a big spike for T-Rex.
Oh, you know T-Rex has game. He's just trying to like be all smooth and hide it. Like my husband.
Is your husband? Does he have short arms?
Huh? No, he doesn't have T-Rex arms, that's for sure.
There he is playing that game.
He did. I might actually like win a battle because he'd be like, me, and I'd be like, whack. Just kidding.
What? That's your husband? And you wacky?
No, you asked if he had
You're
short arms.
whack.
Said
That's
no, but
awesome.
Maybe if we had a battle, I'd win. We don't battle, but in my brain, me picturing him with tiny arms, I might start.
Do you
one.
do that? Do you do that too? It's like you imagine like it's almost like it's like a cartoon fight. It's like it's not really a cartoon fight. It's like a little kid. The way the little kid would think about it. I do that. It's like yeah, that'd be a good battle. Like a T-Rex would suck to be in a battle with because like my T-Rex I think is gonna lose to like a what's that thing that has all those spikes on its tail?
It's something.
Triceratops.
Triceratops.
Is that really?
Yeah.
No, you know at schools that snakes are. How are dinosaurs? They're just fake as birds, aren't they? Oh, look at that! I love it. There goes the skyhawk is shooting the water down. They need a water hose. I love watching them drop water. It's cool. Those what were we talking about?
T-Rexes,
Dinosaurs were real?
Triceratops, skyhawks, and birds aren't real.
Do you think that dinosaurs were though? Because like, how come we didn't discover them till like 1907?
Because we didn't know how to dig before then.
Do what?
We didn't know how to dig before then.
We had graves.
It took us that long to evolve into digging. No, I'm telling you, this is the
Oh,
truth.
we weren't. So now we're diggers.
We didn't know how to dig. We pretended before, but we didn't actually know how to do it.
Yeah, we're diggers and get our dinosaurs.
Now we're diggers.
What's the cross of Peter? Where's that? Texas Jen, what's going on? Stegosaurus, spikes on tail, 3 horns, a Triceratops.
Yeah. Women's right, Stegosaurus.
What if they made it? Will you have both of things? It's like a lion and a tiger, mates. You get a liger. Like it looks like a tiger. It has cool stripes, but it's got that big mane. I like the mane.
Ligers are beautiful.
You know, I like to have a big old lion mane, like James Earl Jones in Coming to America. I'd like to dress like that. I think that'd be really cool. Be
James
warm.
Earl Jones and what?
Coming to America.
I don't think am I getting fired? I don't think Coming to America. Show me a
What?
picture. I don't remember anything. Show me a picture. I don't remember what I did 7 minutes ago. Well, and the wonderful thing about having no memory for stuff, especially movies, is I can watch the same movie like 8 times and it's always new.
Right? I mean, people don't realize how blessed that is. Like, it's like I like a movie and I don't have to. I'll have to get another one. Hang on a second. Veronica Lynn says, by the way, she came in here and I said, "Hey, Veronica Lynn." And she went, "Oh my gosh." I was like, "What? What happened?" She's like, "No, just you said my name." I was like, "Yeah. Do you need to change it?" I didn't know she needed to change it or not. She's like, "No, I've not used someone saying my name." I was like, "Well, it's a beautiful name, Veronica. Like, you know, Archie and Veronica. Veronica's a cool name. You don't run into many Veronicas." I don't know what I'm saying, but since y'all are talking about dinosaurs, I guess I'd say one. Oh, that's the oh no, here we go. The Ankylosaurus. What's that?
Ankylosaurus?
It's an ankle biter.
It's the chihuahua of dinosaurs. It's only this big.
Oh, do they have those? No, that'd be kind of cool. Like, wait a second. How come like a little baby, like little tiny little dinosaur? How come like something like that didn't survive? Do you think a comet hit the planet, or do you think I don't think dinosaurs ever existed. I think it's they came out like about the same time as styrofoam. You know what I'm saying, though? It's like all those, like, you go to a museum. I don't know, do they have museums? I've seen them on TV. Anyway, they're like all roped off, it's like, don't touch, the petrified bone. It's
when they only put the big bones up. They don't put up the little bitty ankle biting saurus up.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
That one missed the display.
But yeah, it's like those bones,
kidding.
though, man. It's like, why can't you touch them? Because you know why? They're styrofoam.
Because some dumbass kid's gonna go up there and be like, T-Rex, and like knock out an ankle, and the whole thing's gonna fall. These kids.
Wait, only discovered the ankylosaurs after women could show their ankles?
Mm-hmm.
Is voluptuous fox not a woman? I just always figure fox is like a chick. I mean, that's cool. I don't know one way or the other.
Oh, you can be a voluptuous man. I don't care.
I don't know what the word
I have
means,
a
but-
voluptuous donkey, so let's just go with it.
Wait, I'm just throwing dinosaur names out there. Do you know a lot of dinosaurs? I like the Velociraptor. I didn't know a Velociraptor was till I saw that movie. What was that called? Jaws?
Jurassic Park, Jaws.
Which one was Jaws?
Park.
I mean, they
Jaws
were
has
like,
the shark. Yeah,
Hey.
in groups.
this School of Sharks. Man, they were showing one of these airplanes. It like kind of like skims across the ocean and it takes off and like it fills its belly up with water. And I was like, wouldn't it be cool? It was like a shark was in there and they dropped the water to the shark fell. You saw the shark crawling down there and then like, it'd be like a shark inferno.
I know. Why haven't they put that in Sharknado yet?
You can't.
They missed the bus.
Have you seen Sharknado?
It's a long time ago, which means I don't remember it at all.
I've never seen it. I want to so bad. And like every time I talk about it, like I'm looked at funny. So I think it'd be awesome. It's gotta be awesome, right? Bad Duck says, what do you get when you cross a dinosaur and a pig?
Jurassic Park. I love Bad Duck's jokes.
Don't you though?
I love it. I love it so much. I
don't think people realize I love those things, man. I absolutely do.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I lost my drink. You know what my grandfather used to say? If you lose your drink, it's time to stop drinking. Thank you, Bad Duck. Hold on. What just hit that screen? Was that water? Hey, is that a roller coaster out there? Oh, we'll be right back. Oh, they're cheating me.
Yeah, this Live Now from Fox, they do so many commercials.
Well, they're smart. Look at this, though.
I've got to say, this is more.
She's telling us all about the
Santa
weather.
Ana wind event. So the San Gabriel Valley.
I like the suit.
In on this.
His name,
Still, we're going to be getting those gusty winds anywhere from about 40 to 50 miles per hour, with some gusts mainly up.
She talks with her hands, though. She's a hand talker.
So let's take a look at current conditions, and we're going to walk you through what's.
I is a woman. Good.
Dude, have you ever?
But are you a redhead too? Huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, what'd you say?
No, I was going to say, have you obviously probably not, but have you ever watched these local news channels based out of Los Angeles? All of the women are most, okay, I won't say all.
They're
I'm
AI.
not going to be like 90% of them are skinny and very pretty because it's LA. I mean, there's nothing. It's just how it is out there.
Like LA, like
stupid
LA chicks are.
I don't know what to do with this.
It's a weird. I'm not gonna say anything. Which dinosaur is great at hide and seek? Do you think you hear us?
Wait, what? I missed it.
Wait, hold on. Puddle Down says, which dinosaur is great at hide and seek? Do you think he saw us?
Do you think he saw us? I love stupid jokes so much.
I do too. The suit is fantastic. She was wearing a snake outfit the past 2 nights. It was a, what are those things called? A dress? What is it? A dress when it's one piece and tubular? Tubular.
It's totally tubular.
I love that.
Is Libby still here?
No, he went back to Canada.
Left. He was giving
Hey, look
me
at this. The voluptuous one is a redhead. We love redheads around here.
Redhead? I am not a redhead, but this is the redhead chat and channel.
It's crazy. It's awesome how many redheads are here, and it's like,
yes,
they're a unicorn. Each and every single one of them. Is that an omicron? Is that what that's called? That comes out of a unicorn's head?
I didn't study unicorns in college.
Did you study narwhals?
No. I studied farm animals.
Well, a narwhal.
It's not a
I
farm
wouldn't want a
animal.
farm. I can't have a narwhal.
Hold on. Hold
What?
on. Actually, I forgot finishing putting everybody to bed. I need to go get my narwhal out of the pasture and bring it into its tank for the night.
Can you put a narwhal in a tank? If you are they like goldfish? You get like a little narwhal and you put it in a small tank, it won't grow. I want one so bad. How cool? You know what I would do? I would train it to like catch little like olives on its little like undercron. Yes, so it swim around. It looked like a cocktail. What are those things called? Little cocktail swords. That's what I call them. You
Let me add it to my list of farm animals I'm going to add to my farm. Yeah, see, Veronica,
cocktail?
I can get a manatee too. I'll just chuck it in the pasture during the day. And then at the end of the day, I'll be like, okay, go to your tank. We're
Narwhal's
good.
a perfectly fine
Fine.
farm animal. Do they
See?
milk narwhals? Do you milk your narwhal?
Every day.
I bet the milk tastes fishy though.
No, not at all. Very voluptuous, though.
Veronica wants a manatee. You know manatees are mean, man. They're mean. What do you call a sleeping dinosaur? A dinosaur. We're back to Yodels. She would not want to stay in a evacuation place with 1,000 people because they'd all be snoring.
Oh my God.
What?
I can't.
What's happened? Oh, hey, look, here we got people.
The jokes.
What jokes? These are all serious. Look, there's Sarah Silverman.
Inside the shelter a couple of hours ago.
Sarah Silverman's right there, right?
That is not Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
How do you know?
That's where it gets really, really sad. Starting
Like,
from yesterday.
That sounds like Sarah
speak to a
Silverman.
lot of families at the
Names
animal
I can't
shelter,
remember.
And now today in the people shelter.
Do what?
There are numerous families who have lost.
She doesn't know how to put on her
everything that
mask.
they
That's
worked so hard their
Silverman,
whole life for.
definitely.
They have lost their houses, their homes. Everything is in ashes. There's nothing left in their houses. A lot of people.
I
lost
want a
their vehicles
fox.
as well.
I want a
some people lost their lives,
voluptuous.
unfortunately, but thankfully,
Only a
most people have
hippopotamus
survived the
will
fires
do.
because of the warnings, the evacuations. But the
I'll add
atmosphere,
one of
the
those to
culture
my
right now
pasture.
is
Hippopotamus.
very sad. It's very
What do you?
devastating.
Oh, wait a
People
second.
are
This
in
was
grief.
Bad Duck's
We are
joke the other
grieving
night.
with them. It is a devastation that's happening, and
Did you see
unfortunately,
Bad Duck say
from
this?
what I know,
What do you
it's
call it,
getting
gay
a little bit
dinosaur?
worse right now in some parts. The fires are growing, so people are heartbroken, and it's
It
going
took
to
me a
take
few
a
times
long
when I
time
saw
to
it.
heal
I was
from
like,
this,
wait a
not
second,
just
what?
spiritually, emotionally, mentally, but
That is
material-wise.
Sarah
I don't know
Silverman.
what's going to happen to these people after 7 days. So it is truly a heartbreaking thing to see. So
Wait,
many
hold on. What
families
happens in
suffer
7
right now.
days?
So many families yesterday having to drop off their
gonna
animals
be-
because they have nowhere to stay. Some people are sleeping in their cars. Some people,
I
they
love how
can't
she
go to
talks
the
about it so
shelter
bad.
for some reason.
There's such
so
thing
they
as
have
car
to,
camping,
sleep in their
and there's
seats in their
such
cars
thing as
today, and they
called
have to
you got
drop off
locked
their
out of the
animals.
house.
It's truly a heartbreaking thing that's happening in Los Angeles.
And there's such a
but
thing
it's
as
beautiful
called you had
thing
too much
see
to
the
drink.
community come together.
Thank you so much, Leslie, for all the work, all the support that you're providing to the community.
Well, thank you so much for being here too, and we're
Her
very happy
accent's
to be
off
here.
for Silverman.
So much.
Bad Duck
And,
says,
a couple
at
of,
what
hours
age
ago,
is
we
it
did
appropriate
actually
to
spoke
tell
with the
my dog
authorities, and
he's
they did
adopted?
confirm there's over 500
I bet you Roseman
people
knows.
inside the convention center. Those 500, there's 100 children. Like I said,
I want to say bad words, but I won't. But it's a joke. But I won't say it.
Hey, look,
I was gonna say I bring them home. We walk in the door. I look at them and I go, "Look, you be good, or I'm taking you back." Just kidding, though. That's a joke. And there were bad words in there in my head, but I omitted all of them. But it was a joke. No, they understand the day you bring them home.
They what?
I said they understand the day you bring them home. Okay, so quick, super.
Are you ready to scold Bad Duck? Because if you are, I want to sit. I want to sit back and get comfortable.
Wait, what did that? No. I was gonna tell a quick story.
Bad Duck is gonna be a story. All right, tell us. Is it about Sarah Silverman?
No. Jiminy Crickets. No. The second to last dog we adopted, he wasn't getting adopted at the shelter. And he's the cutest thing ever. The little one that follows me around everywhere and you always see in the barn with me, like tonight on my short. He wasn't getting adopted because he didn't know how to people. So we're like, yeah, heck, we'll take him. So we did.
He didn't know how to pee hole.
He does people. He doesn't know how to people.
Your donkey?
No, the little dog.
Okay, all right. Now I'm caught up.
Oh, I get it.
I got you.
It's
The little
fake.
dog was peopling.
So he didn't know how to people. So he wasn't getting adopted, even though he's the cutest thing ever. So I'm like, okay. So we go, and I tell my husband, I go get that dog. So he goes to the.
Don't even fetch. The dog's like, hey, I like this. I can learn tricks. Like, I want you to dude. I want you to learn how.
Before they put him down, go get him. So he brings him home, right? And he's obviously never been in a house ever. So he comes in the house. He's absolutely terrified. Yeah, most dogs out here are just born and bred on ranches and never.
They're born inbred. That's not good. That's so Texas.
Inbred and bred on ranches, and people just leave him outside. But anyway, so he came in the house and he was already terrified. And then I sit down on the couch and I'm like introducing him to everybody and just letting everyone kind of sniff and do their thing. And he's so scared. And then I turned on the television and his head, he goes straight up to the TV and is like, why is there a giant person in the wall? And he took off, went through the doggy door that he had just learned 10 seconds before and went outside and hid in a corner. Like,
oh my gosh, dude, I bet so.
That is not a giant in the wall. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, so.
It took him a while, but we got there.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty
so
funny.
Yeah, that's.
I was laughing so hard I almost peed myself going to try to find this dog in the backyard and telling him it's okay. The giant's not coming for you. Oh, so good. I love animal rescue.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that reminded me of
so many stories.
When you said they didn't know how to use the inside, I was like, oh man, I've seen a dog like that, and it's heartbreaking. Didn't know how to walk up steps, like 3 steps.
Yeah, no, you couldn't do anything.
Oh, look, here comes the helicopter.
Is it dropping? Up top? It's usually up.
Oh, look at it.
Get up there.
Oh, he didn't drop any water. Bad Duck says, what's a foot long and slippery? Do you know? Slipper.
Oh, shit. That took me a second.
He's a big Cinderella fan. He likes the story. Like, yeah, Cinderella. This is my favorite story. That's why I always try that for the Masters. Do what?
It doesn't. What were the last wind readings? Because it doesn't seem like the wind picked up as much as they thought it was going to tonight.
That chick was telling us, and I wasn't really paying attention.
Listening. Sorry, I'm on here.
No, we were kind of like judging her outfit.
Good outfit.
Hmm?
I like it. It's a good outfit.
The pink one? Yeah. I wonder if she works out. She probably should. I need to work out. Everybody should work out. Do you work out? You're going to start, aren't you? Did we have this conversation?
No, I have a rant.
You're going to put on a horse head and you're going to start walking.
Oh, I was going to put on a horse head and run around and scare everybody. Does that count as working out? Putting on a horse head and running around to scare my animals?
Sounds good to me. You got to scare them somehow, right?
That counts. It was funny. Okay, so I went to my physical therapy appointment and you have to fill out this thing about like when you have pain because of my back. And it was like, do you have pain when you run? And I wanted to respond. I wanted to write in instead of filling in the bubble. I wanted to write in NA. I am never being chased by a bear.
Yes, right?
I don't know. If it hurts when I run.
If I'm being
run.
Started. I really don't.
If I'm running, I ran out of ammo.
I will tell you, sadly,
man, look at
we
that.
have a lot of unhoused people.
Is that a highway right there? That's a highway, isn't it?
Parts of the Pacoima.
Those are cars going by.
Area. So it's unclear if it could have
Look,
started
I
as
love
a
there's a
warming
fire
fire.
truck right there, and
I'll
that
tell
fire
you
truck's
that
just
as we
blocking the
fly
road.
around in East
That's all they're doing.
our
They're
airport,
not
Whiteman
trying
Airport,
to.
is just south of here. So we fly over this
What
area
fire?
time.
Oh, this is the one in
Out
Shadow
of the
Hills.
ordinary for us to see warming fires down in the vegetation, and the fire department is always really quick about it. They can get it out.
Joe, how
really
you doing?
quickly, but
Says
we also see a
Chinese
lot of
Jones are the
fires
fire.
typically
Well,
just
they're
south of
always
here
up to
at
something.
Hanson Dam, which is just
Maybe
literally just if you
yeah,
hop across
maybe
the
it's a
181
Thai drone
freeway.
because Thai
So
is
this
so
is an
hot.
area that is prone to these small type of vegetation fires. The LA City Fire
Yeah,
Department,
another new
Station
fire. That looks
98
like a
is
new fire. I mean,
probably
look at
just about
that.
a
It's
mile
not
away, so we were
near.
able to
It's
get
not
out here
near. Is
very
those, are
quickly.
those
But at
English?
this point, unclear how this may have started.
Unclear
Ileana,
how
as
this
we
may
look
have
at
started.
This, it seems to be burning
That's
uphill. And we
crazy.
know that when fire burns uphill, it burns faster. But what's the wind situation? Is it being pushed by the wind at all out there as well?
Yeah, I'm so glad you asked because my pilot, Jim Pollard, just told me the winds. He says they're consistent at 20 and gusting up to 27, I believe was what he said. Is that
There
correct,
you
Jim?
go.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
the wind.
yeah. So consistent
The
at
wind
20,
report.
gusting up to 27, which is not that out of the ordinary for this area at this time of year. But considering how dry the vegetation is, we keep repeating
But
that.
still, man, I
Even
mean,
a small
that's
fire like this can grow quite rapidly.
how does that just
The good
start?
thing is it is burning
Where
towards the
exactly
freeway,
is
and other
that?
than the cars being on the freeway, which
Shadow
I really
Hills.
hope
I don't know where
DOT
Shadow
gets
Hills
out here
is.
quickly
Yeah, that's what I was
to
thinking.
stop the flow of traffic. Other than those vehicles,
Well, I mean, look, that's
the
an
fires
intersection right
continue to
there.
burn
That's
towards the freeway, and typically freeways
that's
will act as
horrible.
a
I mean,
natural
guys,
fire
this is
break,
really,
so
really
it should
bad.
hold the fire there.
What
So
I don't want
freeways
to
those
speak too
are?
soon because, of course, embers don't respect that. They don't respect a natural fire
So
like that. They
okay,
don't respect
right?
fire
Is that a
retardants. So
thing
we
now?
could reasonably
And
have an ember flow
a few
up
years
towards the
ago,
south
that
and
was
lead
a
into these communities here. And this is Pacoima
message
proper. So these are definitely the Pacoima
to go
communities
and
just
start
on the
them
other side of the
because
freeway.
America couldn't
But again,
handle them.
LA City Fire out here. I'll widen
I
my
don't know.
shots.
That's
Look
where
a
I
little
get
bit
kind
closer.
of a little
Hard for me
cautious.
to
I don't know
tell.
what
But
you
you know
could
what? This
say
area
and
is actually
not
out of
say.
power.
But it's
Yeah,
like
so this area is actually without
I
power.
remember that. That
I'm
was
gonna move the shot around. These
in
commercial
the
areas here, I
chatter.
think they're on a backup generator. But look at this over here.
I think they're
This
on a
area
backup
here,
generator.
more homes in the Silmar area here. That's all without power. So this area has been impacted by a power outage, whether intentional as a precaution or unintentional, that's unclear to me. But I'll tell you, at Whiteman Airport, we do have power at the actual airport. But on the streets leading up to it, on our drive in, including Osborne Street there at San Fernando, that was completely without power. So it's there's a lot of four-way stops in the Pacoima, Arleta area this afternoon due to these power
Do you know where
outages.
that is?
Eliana, this fire and all that smoke it's generating definitely catching the attention of those drivers on the freeway. I just saw a few. Actually, it's
catching
becoming a little
the
more
attention. They
congested,
can't
and
drive.
they're actually slowing down with this site here.
Yeah, I mean, it's nearly impossible to see, Michael. It's really the smartest
Wait a
thing for
second.
them
Is
to
this
do
expanding?
is to
As they're
slow
to
it
left,
down.
was that on
And
fire
I've
earlier?
driven under conditions like this before, not intentionally, but one time when
We
there
lost
was a
Rose
fire
then.
in
She's
the
gone.
area very similar to this, and you're stuck on the freeway, so you have no choice but to drive through. Even through my vehicle,
Oh my gosh,
with
look at that.
everything shut down, all the windows rolled up all the way, you could still feel the heat. I could feel the heat on my face, and
What happened?
that's just how intense some of these
Precious.
flames are.
She
And
could
that's
feel the
because
heat when
I
she
was
drove through a
in
fire.
vehicle, completely surrounded and protected in every way. Can you imagine being one of these firefighters that is down on the ground, that close to these fires, carrying all
Yeah,
that
these
heavy
people are
equipment,
heroes.
pulling on all of these heavy hoses? It's incredible work, and of course they're heroes.
You know
don't
the
need me to
firemen
tell
gotta
you
be
that, but it's
tired.
very difficult work for these firefighters that are stretched so thin.
Yeah, this is
because of
live.
the multiple fires that
Isn't
we're
this where the
seeing
210 and the
lately.
5
You know, Ileana,
join
just
each
in the
other?
short time we've
Oh,
been
and I've never
on
been
this,
there.
less than 5 minutes or so, they have made
Freeway's a lot.
amazing progress.
LA City Fire really is
Yeah, that's the
best
210
fire
to the
department
5.
in the world. Just from covering fires up here in the helicopter for the last 15 years, I can tell you that whenever they have to fight a fire, like let's say it's a house fire, we
Gosh,
know
look at
it's
that.
going to likely be out within the first 15 minutes because they jump on it so quickly.
Yeah, well, they're not.
so well trained. They're
In
so
15 minutes, it's
effective.
not out.
So it's a good thing that this fire is in their jurisdiction, if it's going to be anywhere at all, because I know that they can quickly get a fire out like this, and especially in this area where they're so used to these small vegetation fires. As I was saying before, we do unfortunately have a lot of unhoused people that live in this area, and sometimes little fires will start up, but they're very effective. But again, brush fire burning at the intersection of the 210 and 118 freeways here.
There you go, 210, 118
All right,
freeway.
Ileana, we're going to keep an eye on the situation there, and we will get back to you just at the top of the hour. I'm joined by Kathy Vara right now, and at this point, we're going to talk to Aaliyah Jasmine. She lives in West Hills. She's on standby right now to be evacuated with her 8-month-old. She's in the vicinity of the Kenneth fire.
Right, the one that broke out this afternoon. How
Why
did
did we
you
leave
find
the other
out?
fire,
And
though?
tell us what you're doing.
This chick, she definitely has an
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
well, right now we are standing by for evacuation. We have been, my husband and I, for the last half an hour, have just been getting all of our essentials. We have an 8-month-old.
Wait a
2
second.
dogs.
She's standing
So
by
it's
to
really just been
evacuate. They'll
packing
be
up
getting all their
everything we
essentials.
need,
Hey,
getting it
honey,
in the car. And to
give
be
me a
honest,
moment
at this
while we
point, it's also
evacuate. Let me
trying
go
to find a
online
place
and
to go,
do
as you
some.
very,
I gotta wait for the
well know.
news.
So many parts of
I
the
gotta wait till
city
they
are
call me
impacted.
up there.
We would normally go are all impacted by
Yeah, it's
fires
time to
right
make
now as well.
s'mores.
And finding somewhere that will take the 2 dogs
Holy
will be okay
cow.
with the infant has been a little bit challenging. So we've just been monitoring the situation out here where we are in like the Agora Hills, West Hills area. We're very familiar.
Oh, so I mean, that just
Our neighbors.
it just kills. It's like,
We all still have a little bit of
what are you doing? You have an 8-month-old and you have 2 dogs. It's like, we're monitoring the situation.
very, very cautious. An hour or so ago.
Oh my gosh, I want to see the.
When that faulty.
I want to see more of what we just saw. That's crazy, isn't it? So there's no update on the fire map for that. The winter storm must be over in Arkansas because it's a black screen. Oh, wait, hold on. Here we got somebody new.
Arkansas is just done.
Well, Arkansas only has so much electricity per day.
Tragic day. And, there's this little bit of hope that if your car is parked on that side, that what you wanted to evacuate with might still be in there. And that's enough for the drivers that I talked to keep them going into the next few days, they say, until they can get back up here and safely check out their car and retrieve their items.
I don't think you're going to
All
be
right,
retrieving
Madison,
any
thank you so
items
much.
from
And
that
wow,
car.
Crazy there. Depends on where you park on the street that day. Depends on whether or not your car burned down.
Yeah, that's what
now,
happened in
breaking
Maui,
news
too.
I told you about just a moment ago. A new
Oh, here we
brush
go.
fire burning in Pacoima. Let's go
Here
to
it
Mike
is.
Rogers on the desk. Hopefully you have an update for us, Mike.
Yeah, so the chopper is getting into position there. They're still a ways out. They were coming from the Palisades fire, obviously. But LAFD, what we know right now, is calling this a 1-acre fire. They are saying that there are some homes exposed. And what exposed means is that the fire is burning near them. So at this moment, we have not heard of any homes actually being burned.
No, the fires
homes
are
in the area.
running around
LAFD
with
saying
a
this is
trench
happening
coat
in
on,
12,500
flashing people.
block
That's what
of
exposed
Foothill
means.
Boulevard. If you know where that is in that area, it is right off of kind of the 210 and the 118 freeways where they meet right there. So it looks like it's a vegetation fire that's right on the side of the road. As you can see, the chopper is still getting in position there. So we don't have their picture from them just yet, but we'll continue to keep an eye
Yeah,
on this
well,
as
if
they
that
get a
chopper
little
was
bit closer.
anywhere, take
But
off
again,
that
this is
little
up the
like
210
map right there,
and
you
the
can see the
118
fire.
freeways in the Pacoima area. It is being called a vegetation fire. and
Yeah, it's the
I know it
210.
would be about 1 acre, and we'll probably be
Now,
able to
what's
see
a
it coming to the shot
vegetation
here
fire
in
versus
just
a
second. It was putting
wildfire?
up some good smoke and flames, but LAFD is already there. They're already well aware of this, and they are working on getting it out. And I'm just looking
David
in the area right
Nelson.
now to
Oh
see
my
if there
gosh,
are
you're
any
so based. I totally
water
forgot
dropping
about that.
helicopters that are going to get involved in this. And it doesn't look like it because, in the grand scheme of things, an acre is not that big.
They'll find this. They'll find the
We'll
cigarette that
be able to
started
get
the
it out.
fire
You
and
can
put
look
it in
through
a red
CHP really
solo
quick
cup.
and see
Yeah,
what
they will.
information they have on it as well.
Valhalla
Likely
says
something
that's
that
a bad
was
helicopter.
reported to
Chinook.
them. Excuse me, as a
Top
Paxton and
speed
Foothills where
used
they
to be
originally had it.
classified. Google
So they
now
were
says
originally had it as
196.
trees on
World's
fire.
fastest
It's unclear
helicopter.
what
No
started the
kidding. I
fire,
didn't know how
obviously,
fast
but,
they went.
7:38
They
p.m. is what time CHP was first called. They said trees on fire.
They have
close to the westbound 118
what
freeway.
is that
Fire is
word?
about an acre.
Elevation.
They said that they're
Elevation.
getting some units
They
to shut down
they
the
can
freeway,
go where other
or at least
helicopters
the
can't
transition
go.
road. The
My
westbound
words are
eastbound,
failing
to
me,
the
Roseman.
210 from the 118 to the 210 is what they are closing
Story
down. So they do
realized.
have a break at the 118 from the
See a
5.
bunch of yellow lines. Yeah, it
Transportation
is.
being
But a
asked to
second
assist
ago
with
in this
the
other
closure for a
channel, it
little
was
bit.
yeah, I
And
see
you'll
the
see, I mean,
flames.
even as we get kind of closer here, as Pat Harvey joins us now, they are working on getting. On Leslie's
Which
there
one we
too. Hi,
go
Leslie.
to?
They're
No.
working on getting some of the road closures in place here, but not something
mean,
that I
they've
think
been-
we need to
they
be
can't keep
terribly
the
worried
road
about. It was a
closures
pretty
in
small
place. They've been
fire
saying that all
and
night.
Something that, in theory, they should be able to get under control pretty quickly. Those units working to do that now. And
All
of
right,
course,
hang on
as
a
soon as
second.
the
We're gonna
chopper
go back
gets a little bit
to
close.
this chick. She's got her 8-month-old kid and like her dogs and all that stuff. They're all taken care of now. They all went to grandma's. Let me see here. How do the sound? There we go.
Kenneth Fire, that started near West Hills around 3 o'clock. Actually started closer to 2:30 this afternoon. This one burned more than 900 acres so far. The fire initially triggered some evacuation orders for Hidden Hills, parts of
I mean,
Calabasas,
can you believe
just
have
north
you ever
of the
been
101.
on
Some of the
some or
areas
like
within that
a
order
part
were
of something like this, a
downgraded
stream or
just after
I mean,
5
this is an
o'clock this
event,
afternoon.
right?
Forward
And here we are.
progress
We're
has
kind
been
of starting to
stopped on
joke
this fire. We're
around,
happy
two
to
friends,
report
you know,
investigators are now
and then all of a
looking into
sudden it's
whether
like
this fire
boom,
was deliberately set.
huge
There's
fire
another
broken
fire.
out.
That over in Altadena, the Eaton fire burning more than 13,000 acres. It is
Oh, that's
0%
crazy.
contained right now. Officials
That map is
say
confusing.
at
Yeah.
least 4 people have died in the fire. That is down from the 5
Let's see,
initially
that's,
reported.
oh, here we go. Here
also
we go.
learned today
Watch this.
that one fire.
Because what we're trying to sort out is a person that has been.
Wait, what did I just go with the other one?
Now, I'm going to walk you through this because there's a lot.
I lose volume on one.
And we're really trying to sort it all out. But what happened was in Woodland Hills. So keep in mind the fire started almost in the West Hills area. Woodland Hills, south of the Ventura Boulevard, south of the 101. There was a person that a group of citizens, for one reason or another, believed was an arson suspect. That group of citizens detained that arson suspect. LAPD Topanga Division came out and picked him up, brought him to Topanga Station, and now detectives from Ventura County Sheriff are coming to Topanga Station to interview this person. Right now, LAPD is not able to say if this person is in fact an arson suspect, if it is in fact
Yeah, but
an
hold
arson
on.
suspect
One
from a kind of
person
fire,
lighting all
but
this
as
stuff.
every unit is still under investigation. But again, he was found in
Yeah,
Woodland Hills
I don't
by
know,
a group
man.
of citizens
How do I believe
and was
that?
taken into custody by LAPD while they investigate. He is not under
It
arrest.
could have just been that one if it was an unhoused person, like they were saying.
Live in Pacoima. The good news is this is already out. There's no flames left here. So that's really encouraging.
There you
here,
go. We
and it
watched
just
it
really
from
goes to
start
show
to
you the
finish.
difference in the wind
Yeah,
conditions,
hey, we
and
got
how much of
something
an
good
impact that
finally.
makes
We got
when
no
we don't
more
have
fire.
those winds to contend
No more
with, and
fire.
right up against the homes here.
All
but
right.
already under control. And just if you see right there,
Let's
on
see
the
here.
side of the
This
freeway,
isn't
looks
a
like just
blizzard.
some
I could
smoldering
essentially
hotspots
just
left at
stay
this
home for
Well, that
and
is
hope
terribly
have
good
enough
news to report.
food. This is
And you know
potential
what? Even
death
if in
by
terms of
giant,
that suspect that they have,
fast-moving firewall.
they are questioning someone. And at
Yes.
this point, you really have to follow all of your leads.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're not going to say, nah, never mind. They're going to, even if he's not their guy, they'll detain him for questioning. And sounds like something there enough for them.
I don't know how much they said that fire's out. There's a lot of embers there.
He has not been
I don't think that's
He
out.
is simply being questioned. We're
You
working to
know?
get to the bottom of why these
Like that
citizens
really, that
believe
big
that
flame
he
right there
was
doesn't
arson
tell me
suspect.
that fire's
It was
out.
not any kind of detectives that did this work. It
The
was
forward spread is out, so we're
and
good.
they held him.
Hopefully.
Oh, look at this.
So we're looking at the 118 and the 210 here really quick. And
That
there's
doesn't
some
look
flames
very
left
out.
just right there in the corner, but you've got plenty of engines there on scene. They should be able to get this under control pretty quickly.
Yeah, at some point, Mike, we keep seeing a lot of these little spot fires as well.
Oh,
You-
this
you,
is crazy.
wonder what started this. This
All
is
right.
under, under the freeway there.
Rosen,
I
I appreciate you coming on, but I think I'm going to call it a night.
So,
yeah, I'm
of
about ready
course,
for bed too.
Even on this, but
Well, hang on a
as
second.
well
Don't
as
run
the
away.
Kenneth fire.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
You
Mike,
usually
so
run
hang
away.
tight.
You know that, right?
Okay, we're going to go to this. 20 people have been arrested for.
Oh, they
looting.
arrested 20
That's
people.
right. That's according to the LA County Sheriff's
For
Department.
looting.
And a few will go into place for
Oh.
evacuation zones. Nicole Comstock is
Not
in
for
Altadena
fires?
with more
No,
on the
for
effort to
looting.
keep people's
Oh,
property.
hey,
moved.
is that Aquanet?
It's
Puddle Town.
infuriating,
She
Pat and
needs
Leslie, that people would actually not
blanket.
have enough compassion to where they would come out here
That's
during one of the
Nicole
most
Comstock.
vulnerable, terrible times in
I thought
people's
that
lives
was
when they
Aquanet.
lost so much of their town, when people have lost homes, and when people
All
have
right.
actually died during these catastrophic fires. To
Guys,
loot in
I appreciate
communities,
y'all.
to ravage through
Tomorrow
whatever
night,
homes have been salvaged,
I don't
and
know,
try to
9,
find things of
9:15,
value to
9:30.
take with them.
You know,
But
it gets a little
unfortunately,
tricky
that's
around
exactly
here.
what's happening.
We'll be doing Friday night. We'll have a good time.
Friday Night Live.
We may have an ass on screen.
This is basically the center of town here, the heart of Altadena, and it's
Oh boy, that was a pretty face.
I-
Why didn't you see that
I'm-
one Roseman just gave us? That was her pretty face.
I have so many. Look at this shit. Does it look like I care? I just need to
J.
strap
Marie. Good night,
strap a
babe.
camera to Dominic and just move on with my life.
I wish you would. I wish you would. So,
Join stream. Bye.
Voluptuous Fox, it was nice meeting you. Veronica Lynn, I'm sorry I said your name. Wait, why are you waving at? You're not going anywhere. Yeah, you're sticking around. I have a question for you.
Saying bye to chat.
Oh,
I love chat.
guys, make sure you're subscribed. You got your notifications turned on. That's how you find out notifications. And also, if there's anything big, huge, major, catastrophic, anything like that dealing with this fire, I will hit a live. Anyway, Yodels, you gonna come by tomorrow night? Yeah, I call her Yodels because I thought her name reminded. When Baker says her name, it sounds like he's saying yodeler.
Yelling at them and they're actually chasing them down. So they're doing whatever they can to keep these people out. But you know, when they want to come after these valuables,
I can never make my thing make the things.
Make the thing. What thing are you trying to make?
they're not going to allow this to happen.
The iPhone, you're supposed to be able to like put things up and it.
They're working on getting that into place, but they're
whatever.
the National Guard in these areas to have a bigger show.
Put things up and whatever.
You know, like you do
What?
the heart thing, you do this, and like things come up. Yeah, whatever. Rub it in. Whatever.
Now you have that next fear, which is that someone's going to go into it and take what you have.
Yeah, I think they changed the icon for this. Yay! I love sprinkles. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out tonight. Oh, she's not gonna come here tomorrow. She's mad at me. I know that. It's so true. It's so true. Danielle, thank you. Love you, babe. Danielle's so awesome. All right, love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Oh wait, hold on. I don't know how to hit end on this. Is that not bad? I forgot how to hit end. Thank you, Rosamund.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire!" Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life, and then the smoke got her. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, "Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire."